Hey, what's a quack-a-whackin'? It's your boy Bro Schmo, just in case you did not know. So, waiting for Alex. I don't know where yet. I'm legitimately streaming on his channel as well. So, if you're here from Hail Mary Sports, you're like, what the hell is Bro Schmo just doing here? Alex is supposed to be here with me, but I can't get to him. Maybe he's asleep. But hey, nonetheless, hey, schedule a stream. Gonna do a stream. Gonna talk some of the summer deep dive because I don't think I've done a prospect rankings in like a week or so. So I'll kind of go over. I'll go back over maybe a little more deeper into the what would you say, the linebacker class, and then I've been going over tight ends recently. If you're not new to Bro Schmo, you know that I like to save corner and wide receiver evals for last because it's like the dessert. It's like arm day. Everyone does arm day on Friday. They just do it. So yeah. What up? Here, I'm gonna shout out some of the people in the chat. We're live on Twitter, live on YouTube. I'm on Alex's channel. It's a takeover. What can I say? What can I say? Yeah, dude, Alex dead in the water right now. Oh, but I guess let's go ahead. I'm just gonna run through some of my linebacker stuff. We're just gonna talk linebackers real quick in this class. If you're not new to this, me and Alex, we were gonna go in deep on this today, like going over both our lists. You already know my top 10, and I talked a little bit about some of the guys on my top or some of the guys that just missed my top 10, but quickly go over it. I got Harold Perkins Jr. at number 1. Apparently, he's supposed to be more of an edge this year. I don't know. We'll see. Nonetheless, hell, really light for an edge. 6'1", 220. I suspect the arm length ain't going to be great either. But he wasn't bad in coverage last year. So the thought of him as an off-ball linebacker isn't far and away. It isn't. But if he is going to be utilized mainly as an edge this season, I think a lot of people are going to view him as an edge prospect. There are some limitations there when it comes to Perkins. At linebacker 2, Barrett Carter. The dude's a stud in terms of like athleticism. He's got it. Like a quick eval I have for him. Like I don't put out comps till normally like after the combine, get some metrics. But if I'll have like occasionally, I'll be watching a guy, I'll be like, oh, it kind of reminds me of this cat. He reminds me of early career Quan Alexander. The dude's movement skills are that good. His ability and coverage is that good. He needs to become a little bit stronger. The tackling technique it's a bit careless. It's not there yet. The run defense gets upfield quickly, but he also puts himself in just not necessarily good positions or takes good angles. So, but a guy with a ton of potential, like top 50 for me, top 50. Danny Stutzman coming in at number 3 for me. I loved him. If you were around for me around this channel during last draft cycle, you knew I loved Danny Stutzman. Absolutely loved him. He decided to come back. Someone who is just flies to the football, man. He just flies to the football. Big hitter mentality, coming in at 6'4", 241. Would like to see the ability to be able to take on blocks. Hope that would be a little bit better. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, just got a news flash from Alex. So Hurricane took out his internet. He just got connection. So we might be getting Alex soon enough. So we could hold out for hope. But hey, I'll still talk. I don't mind talking. After that, Deontay Lawson out of Alabama is my number 4. I didn't expect to love him like I did. Like, holy moly, man. He looks so much bigger than the 6'2", 230 he's listed at. So much bigger. and he plays so stinking well. So far, he's got like the most pass breakups, or at least from last year, than any of the linebackers that I have on my watch list or that I've already gone over. So, like, all right, let's go. He was very active around the line of scrimmage, very active against the run. So, hell yeah, dude, let's go. Then you got Jayshon Barham, now at Michigan, formerly of Maryland. This man was mentored by Navarro Bowman there in Maryland last season. Bowman ends up being a linebackers coach on Jim Harbaugh's Chargers team. I don't think it's a surprise that Barham decided to go to Michigan, the home formerly of Jim Harbaugh. I think there was a little, not collusion, but I definitely think there was some suggestions and references there. But this dude feels like an edge rusher. Like, if he ends up playing more off the edge for Michigan, I'm not going to be shocked. It won't surprise me none. It really won't. Very good closing speed, a very impressive frame. Would love to see the hand usage, just whether it's in engagement or whether it's as a pass rusher get a little bit better. Would like to see the anchor get a little bit better. Like to see him, like, because I mean, you're 248. Play with a little more sand in the pants, Play with a little more sand in the pants. And then number 6, Jason Henderson. I've been talking about this cat for like 2 years now at Old Dominion. I was a little sad that he decided to stay at Old Dominion nonetheless. Kind of wild. Here, I should respond to Alex. Oh, never.
Why?
He's already here.
Dude.
He's already here.
What the heck? What's up with this? There we go.
Hey, you go. You come in and you ruin everything.
Dude, I was waiting in the waiting room. What's up, everybody?
I was too busy talking, entertaining the folks.
I know. The tropical storm's been really messing with some of the like Wi-Fi and the electricity around here.
See, since I live in Arizona, I had no idea.
Yeah. So spoiler
and I think you
alert.
actually briefly mentioned that when we talked this weekend.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't know if it's gonna actually hit. And then like I think over 2 million people are without power. I'm luckily not without power, but the internet's been really wonky.
Whoa.
So, I know.
Well, welcome, Alex.
Hello there. I just saw it was on my show. I was like, because I was just your message popped up at like 7:03, and you sent it at 6:58.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, man, we got 2 minutes out, man. Is he pulling a me showing up late?
I was like, well, I was trying to see if the connection was going to be acceptable, and then, well, we're here. Luckily, it ended up kicking at the right time. But
I mean, what a delight your viewers must have had when they came in to your stream, and then my face just pops up, and my face only.
Every single stream I pretty much had now at this point has had your face on it, so I don't think
my face alone.
Fair, that's fair. I mean, to be honest, it's not like that's exactly what I wanted, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Hey, man.
Okay, you were talking about linebackers, right?
I was. I figured, that's probably where we were gonna go. Were you listening?
I was listening to like the 20 seconds of Jason Henderson, who I haven't watched because there's no all 22 out on him at the moment, unless Caddy's put it out. They're starting to do a good job.
Old Dominion stuff, because he was a holdover from like a couple of years now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because 2022 was like his breakout year. The dude was, I think he led college football in tackling by like 40 tackles.
Goddamn. Of course, it's not very hard when the rest of your defense is cheeks, but
yeah. Well, his teammate, the other linebacker there was pretty darn good. He went to Michigan State. Henderson decided to stay put.
Which one? Was it Van Sumeren?
Oh, Wayne Matthews. Wayne Matthews III.
I just thought of a white linebacker from Michigan State, and then it was just like Greg Van Sumeren. Or whatever the hell the Eagles backup linebacker guy is. The guy who tested out like a freak.
Oh, yeah.
Is that his name? His name Greg Van Sumeren? I swear it.
Yeah. No, Ben. I think
Ben. Who's Greg? I'm really looking.
Greg is, my friend.
Yeah, it's Ben Van Sumeren.
Well, while I got you here.
Hello there.
Alex, Who's your number one linebacker?
Why would I spoil that right off the bat? The hell?
I've already gone over my top 6.
Oh, okay. My boy Red Sea thought I was just streaming your video. No, you set this up ahead of time. I want you to guess because I don't think mine's gonna be in your top 6. It's gonna be one of
wait,
those.
you know what? I do remember actually going in your video
Damn
as
it.
I was going through mine and checking yours out. You got Kaiser,
Yeah, by a very, very large margin.
and I don't blame you.
He is so good. He just
He
hasn't started
flies.
yet. He hasn't started yet. That's it.
Well, I mean, heavily used in the rotation though for like
Right.
many years now.
Yeah. And he's finally going to be able to since the 2 guys ahead of him are now in the NFL. Both
Yeah.
overdrafted.
No, dude's great, man. I don't
Yeah.
disagree. He's my 7. So
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, no, Jack Kaiser, I was not going to grade him for the top linebackers of the class. And then I think this is the 3rd group now where I ended up having my last guy that was like a screw it, I'll watch him anyways, end up being my top 5. So take your
screw it, I'll
liberties.
watch him anyways.
I was like, I'm gonna do all the deep dives. Like he was going to be someone who I watched after the fact, but I ended up just saying I want to watch him, I want to check it out, and I was like, God damn. And usually the way I end up finding these type of players is like people end up shouting them out on Twitter when I do like my coming soon. Everyone's like, "Oh, can't wait to see this guy." I'm like,
Yeah, I had someone
Yeah,
shout out some Texas linebacker, and I was like, someone
Texas
who-
linebacker.
Oh yeah, I'll look in my comment section right now.
Dude, I've been like, it's been running through my head a lot. The song from Big X, The Plug, Texas. Have you heard it?
No, I thought you were talking. X is gonna give it to you.
No. No, there's people are saying the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders should be dancing to that instead of Thunderstruck, which I mean, I don't give a damn. But I'm actually going to see the one preseason game that's here in Dallas this year. So I'm super excited
Okay.
for that. I think they're playing it's either the Chargers or the Rams, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm super excited for that. Because I love being able to watch football games for less than $100. And that's not possible unless you watch during the preseason. And my girlfriend doesn't know football anyways. So I just get to drag her along.
Well,
The hell are you looking up? This Texas?
I'm looking up this comment, dude. I'm sorry.
By the way, I finished all for my subs watching. I've finished my safeties grades for the top safeties, top 15, and 2 guys who I were hoping to be top 5, or 3 guys I was hoping to be top 5, ended up being bottom of the 15. But there were also guys who I didn't expect to like who ended up being in my top 5. So it balanced out.
Okay.
And I was talking to you about this. I have 4 starters, 4 guys who can immediately start. And then I have 6 guys who are fringe starters. So 10 guys who will actually get reps year 1. To me, that's pretty damn awesome, especially out of 15. It's a good rate.
Nice.
I'm stalling as much as I can.
I can't find it. I can't find it.
I was like, come on, man, help me out here.
So
Oh man,
that's all I got. Yeah, I like Kaiser too. I just want to see more.
Yeah.
He was actually I did I think it was 20. I did an eval for him the summer before the 2023 season. So
there you go.
He was on the radar, and that's when got like the other 2 Notre Dame linebackers kind of like, oh no, these are the guys getting the starter reps. But
right.
But I mean, dude, yeah, Kaiser was super productive. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna take anything away from that.
Right. Well,
who's your number 2?
Barrett Carter was
Barrett Carter
noticeably my number 2 as well.
Yeah,
he had a 2-point differential. Like he's just very athletic, pretty damn smart, plays larger than he is. I just think that he lacks a little bit of size. and that can kind of get in the way. And he has what's his missed tackle rate? Isn't it something in the 20s?
Yeah, 20.5.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like you got to me, you got to be at minimum under 20% missed tackle ratio.
Here we
Abdul
go.
Carter.
Anthony Hill.
Abdul Carter right there, dude. 28%, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Nuts, man.
He's an edge player now, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so quickly list off your 6.
All right, so again, my number 1 could end up being an edge now because apparently sounds like he's going to get more edge reps, but we thought that last year in Harold Perkins.
As a pure linebacker, you have him as your number 1?
Not pure, but like, I mean, you could still use him as like a blitzer and as an edge player. And like, I legit think he is Micah Parsons light. And I mean light. Like he's missing a full 20 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's really thin.
Yeah. But I mean, like, even if he ends up being viewed more as an edge player, it's like, dude, he lacks the length, lacks the size. Like, you almost have to be an off-ball linebacker. And I didn't think he was that. I thought he was pretty solid as an off-ball linebacker. I was like pleasantly surprised.
He was my linebacker 6. But that's him graded as a linebacker. He was actually graded, I think, out as my edge 2.
Okay.
And that's factoring in size and arm length. You know how I have that little it factor category where I just end up liking to knock dudes for stuff.
It factor where my guy is
yeah.
end up scoring in the top 10.
The ain't factor. The ain't factor. I love it, dude. But yeah, so you have Harold as your 1.
Yeah, Barrett as my 2.
Barrett is your 2.
Again, just a disgusting athlete.
Yeah,
the guy that was formerly playing like overhang safety like all of 2 years ago.
Right.
Danny Stutzman's number 3.
He's pretty damn close to being number 3. I think he's within a point. So
yeah, I was a sucker for him all last draft cycle.
Yeah. You know what's interesting though? I think he might be primarily a coverage only linebacker. I thought he was very weak against the run compared.
I was gonna say he needs to get better, like especially at 240. He needs to get better with engagement.
I know. I was very surprised compared to my initial eval. It was just like, dude, use your frame. Like these guys are 230 who are more impactful than you at 240. But okay, you got him as your number 3. He's my number 5. But again, literally, I pretty much have 3 guys tied for number 3.
Okay. I got Deontay Lawson at number 4.
Same. Big fan of Deontay Lawson. I think
didn't expect to like him as much as I did.
I agree. He is very raw processing wise.
He looks so much bigger than like 6'2", 230. Like I was like, that's not.
I was shocked.
That's
well,
not
I mean,
right.
I know I did my evals before I put in their height and weight, just because I like to take that out, and I'm like, there's no way this guy's 230. But yeah, he's great. He's one of the few guys I can see as a 3-down, like a legitimate 3-down linebacker.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big fan of that.
Dude's good. I think is going to be good. I think this year. Then again, I've felt this way about multiple Bama prospects in the past.
Right.
Guys like Christian Harris and Dylan Moses and such. So,
well, Dylan Moses, didn't he fall because of health concerns?
Injury, but the play never got like.
Yeah.
Even when he was able to come back healthy, it was more. It was more similar to what we saw with like Henry To'oTo'o.
Okay. Well, continuing
number
on.
5, Jayshon Barham.
Interesting. Okay. I thought I was a Jayshon Barham guy before I graded him.
I low-key think he might end up playing edge for Michigan, though.
I mean, they are pretty thin. They got pretty much what? Josiah Stewart, and then I'm forgetting the other guy's name, Moore. Like, they're pretty thin at edge.
Yeah,
so,
and I mean,
I can see it.
Yeah, and I liked his closing speed. Like, he felt really fast around the line of scrimmage. And I think, what was it? I think it was with engagement where it was like, he didn't use his hands well. He just kind of like leaned and dipped into everything, which was super weird.
Yeah, I mean, he liked to use all 250 pounds that he had.
Yeah, like it looked like he was out there playing basketball sometimes leaning in, dude. Like I was like, okay,
Yeah.
calm down.
I thought he was good in coverage, surprisingly, though. But yeah, he was graded my highest in terms
I
of
think he
hit
eats a lot
power.
of space. That's what it is. Like just the length and the size.
Right. But even in like
And
man
he
coverage,
was he
pretty solid.
was mentored by Navarro Bowman at Maryland.
That's always a big plus. I don't know. I remember I watched him as a true freshman, and I really liked him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty much again within a very close range of being my linebacker 7. So there's just these clusters where they're like 1 point across from each other, and that was the next cluster.
Okay, so go over your 6 then.
So
quick for
Kaiser
me.
at 1, Carter at 2, Smale Munden at 3,
Okay.
Deontay Lawson at 4, Danny Stutzman at 5. All 3 of those guys are within half a point of each other, so essentially they're all 3. Then Harold Perkins at 6. Again, different grade for edge than actual pure linebacker. And then 7, I had Tyreen Powell, the Rutgers linebacker.
Okay, man. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't come away that impressed with him.
To be fair, he's still a 66 grade, and he's a
Okay.
run stuffing linebacker. That's it.
I honestly, I didn't think there was much of a difference between him and his teammate there, Mohamed Toure.
Okay. Isn't that Kamoko's brother or cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love Kamoko.
I loved him too, dude.
Yeah.
Injury screwed his career. Big
I
time.
know. I'll say I wasn't overwhelmed with Tyreem, but at the same time, I think that's kind of indicative of this whole linebacker class. I only had 1 starter and 1 fringe starter.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
my top 7 I would consider like potentially top 100 guys early.
right.
Leave
I
it
gotta see
outside.
where I put these guys.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I don't know.
So Small Munden, I'm just gonna go off on a tangent real quick with him.
Sure.
I love a lot of what he does. Like the athleticism, he plays with physicality despite being kind of a smaller guy. Though he's filled out his frame, apparently he's up to 230. That kind of like blew me
Damn.
away. But I just you don't see the splash plays in coverage. You don't see the like not you see the want to be physical and whatnot, but I don't think the play strength is there yet. And that could be different this year with the added weight. Because I think he was playing at like 220 last year. But it was like I like the looks. I want to see the production.
I mean, when guys are 220 as well, you better have the looks because you sure as hell are not probably going to do that in the NFL. At least you can catch your eye and have some fun in college. But yeah, but Tyreen was my 7. Again, it's a cluster pretty much. Harold Perkins, Tyreen Powell, Jamon Dumas-Johnson, and then also Jayshawn Barham, all clustered together right around that 6 to 7 spot.
Okay, I have Dumas-Johnson at 8.
Yeah, he was at 8 for me as well. Again, like I'm literally, they're clustered pretty heavily. There's my top 2, a group, and then a group, and then a pretty big fall off.
Okay. How about Jay Higgins? He's a popular name.
He is my linebacker 10. So I have.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's
mine too.
Hey. I mean, I have 11 dudes graded though. I didn't grade. Like I was telling you in confidence, like I'm not grading any player that doesn't have all 22 until I'm kind of forced to at this point. Mainly because I'm getting addicted to.
Some would say that's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, yeah, it's true, but I'm just getting addicted to huddle at this point. So
okay,
and
okay.
I mean,
I think I have 19, but a lot of my stuff was like some of them were holdovers because like I got like Kari Coleman from Ole Miss who didn't even play a snap last year, so
that's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be going into quite a few more of these guys the more time comes out, and with Caddies pumping out 60 videos 60 different ones every couple weeks, we might be able to get some more.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they got Torrey Horton tape finally. You see that? Colorado State game or Colorado versus Colorado State.
Dude, he was a monster in that game.
I'm just so excited to get him a grade.
He's fun. He's fun. I don't think he's like first, second, but I think he's like a really good third rounder.
See, that's what I'm so excited for because I ended up putting in my initial top 10 guys just based on like I looked at the names and saw the guys I wanted to watch. And his was literally the third name I put down after T-Mac and Luther Burton. I was like, I really want to watch this guy. And then it was like,
Yeah.
I can't.
He doesn't have the separation, but
Yeah.
he is like a contested catch king.
Right.
Like,
right.
the hands are good with him.
Right. So
did you by chance check out the Utah guys?
did not. Are you talking about Lander Barton?
Yeah, I didn't get Barton, but I had Reed from last year.
Who?
Here, let me look at how to
Reed?
pronounce his first name because it's tougher to pronounce than what it looks like. Karenee Reed.
I have not checked those guys out. The only other linebacker I checked out was Abdul Carter. But
okay, yeah, that's my edge guy. So
I both love and hate watching linebackers. Like this year, it was a little bit of a struggle.
Was it?
I mean, based on the fact that I just only liked pretty much two of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, guys like Deontay Lawson, Smail Munden, I didn't expect to like them as much as I did. So at least there was that. But I mean, Abdul Carter graded horrifically for me as a linebacker. He was my number 11. Like, just genuinely not a guy who I'd have on my team, which I'm glad he went to the edge.
Fair. Yeah. Well, I mean, last year I felt like for him was like, I don't know, like he plays super aggressive. Right. And he wants to pop, which led to a lot of the missed tackles. But once he gets stuck in engagement, like that physicality goes out the window. Like,
yes.
What the hell, dude? Like,
I know. Ringy dingy dingy, baby.
A ring a ding a ding. Josh Jacobs, expectations, it should be good.
I mean, he's essentially going to be an upgraded version of the AJ Dillon role. Yeah. Have a good amount of size.
Where would you take him fantasy football wise? Would you take him first?
No.
Yeah, me either.
No. I mean, I think that's too much of an RBBC.
Yeah, I'm thinking like back into the second, early third. That's probably his area.
I mean, obviously it depends on the amount of teams. And then like PPR.
That's true. PPR? I mean, let's be fair. Like if you're playing fantasy football, like legitimately, you're probably in a 12-team league.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I ended up joining a league, not even realizing it was A, Dynasty, and then B, half point PPR until like 6 rounds in. And I was like, shit. It's like that.
Touchdown dependent there. Yes. So I just wrapped up I just got in another dynasty with some of the people that live around me. Mm-hmm. And I kept every round, I was just getting sniped. I was like, I didn't expect these guys to like no ball or at least be on that level. I kind of like, okay, these guys are, they keep up, but they're still kind of like they're higher end casuals, right?
Sure.
You know me, I got my nose in it. I didn't expect them to be sniping like, dude, Tyrone Tracy. I wanted him so bad. Yeah. And he ends up going around earlier than I anticipated. Like that was literally the name of the game. Everyone I wanted went around earlier or went with like the very next pick. I had like Jalen Waddle sniped from me because I was like, oh, you should make it back. Because I was at the like the 9th pick or something and like the end around. I was like, oh, he should make it back. And then he was literally the next pick. And I was like, okay, well, I'm screwed.
So somebody near you knows ball big time.
I respect that. There were a few good drafts in that dynasty.
Lots of ball knowers, as we say.
Yeah, a lot per se. I will say this: I'm hoping big things this year from Justin Jacobs, Oregon linebacker.
Oh, dude, you know who I'm really excited for? It's another Oregon linebacker. I'm trying to remember number 2.
Yeah, I got his name here.
Dude, that guy's a
Jeffrey Bassa.
Bassa, yeah, that dude's a freaking monster. Like I was just watching the tight ends. I'm forgetting who specifically, but then I was like, who the hell is this guy? He made just an amazing, incredible play. I'm like, that's something I look for.
We could slide into tight ends right now.
Oh, have you graded them?
I have 10. I will say I haven't gotten to a lot of the newer watches. I just haven't.
Huh? What the hell is Devin saying?
I left Alex.
Alex is no more Broshmary Sports. I love my boy Devin. I don't have enough brain cells. But let's talk about tight ends, because I will say I kind of want to put off the 3-year draft because the internet was down. I couldn't prepare for it the same way I wanted to. Or I can do it while we're talking.
Oh,
I think I'm doing. I literally have it set up right now to where I was doing it while you were talking. So
okay.
TBD on that. I'm excited.
Alright.
I want to do it though. So
I
it's
would love to
basically
prepare.
up to how long we want to talk about other stuff, because I'm literally building the spreadsheet right now. You know me. I
I've
love my
had that
spreadsheet.
spreadsheet done like a week and a half ago.
See,
This is
I've
my
been-
first time actually looking at it again. It's like, oh yeah, okay.
let's talk about the tight ends though, because I'm actually excited for that. Like, that's something I'm really excited for.
I will say I only have gone into one guy that I didn't have like an eval for going into the summer.
Okay.
All the like the other 9 are guys that I previously watched
Okay.
that ended up staying, transferring, yada yada.
Interesting. Okay, so
Uh,
you have 10 guys.
10 guys. 7 of them have draftable grades.
That's not a good rate.
Okay, to be fair,
What the hell happened?
I haven't gone into guys like Mitchell Evans. I haven't gone into Tyler Warren,
Yeah.
Amari, was it Nyback?
9 black.
Yeah,
Or
Nyblack.
block. I don't know. 9 black.
Yeah, I haven't gone into those guys.
Okay, so you haven't gone to 9 black and who?
Tyler Warren, Mitchell Evans.
Okay.
And then there's
You
like
haven't gone
Justin.
to Mitchell Evans? Oh,
He was literally. I was supposed to do him yesterday. I just didn't have the time.
supposed to
Instead,
what?
I wrapped up Loveland though.
Okay. No, Mitchell Evans is fun, dude. He's
Is
he's
he?
a damn good 260 pounder. Like, he's
I was-
really solid.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of when going into the tape, I'm expecting like Michael Mayer.
He's much better.
That's what I want to hear.
Much better.
Is he? I don't think he's much better looking though. Michael Mayer was kind of
I don't know.
Michael
I not
Mayer
looking
looked
at
like
you, by the way?
Zac Efron. What?
Am I like looking at you on this screen? Because I'm like wondering.
You
which
are
way-
looking my way. I
Now
would
I-
have to like turn this.
been looking the
way
wrong
to
way
be
the whole
looking
time.
At you.
Sorry, y'all. I thought my screen was mirrored, and I was like trying to do a double, and I
I'm
just
sure
screwed
they
myself
did
over.
notice.
They just don't care.
Yeah, but my
They didn't
tight
like
end
it.
one is currently what is it? Colston Loveland?
Not for long.
Really?
I love Mitchell Evans. You know,
Okay.
I didn't hate Michael Mayer at all. I did not like Michael Mayer. I had Michael Mayer as like a
Okay,
second or
yeah,
third round.
okay, that's fair. But
Like-
with Loveland, I got Dalton Kincaid vibes, just with worse hands.
What's up with the hands in this class, by the way?
Well, okay,
Everybody's dropping.
well, Loveland, a lot of it is like focus, concentration drops, like looking
Sure.
upfield to make a play.
Yeah,
because like his contested catches, like he can play the
Oh.
ball in the air, and
Right.
whatnot. But you do look at that 10% like drop rate, and you're like, what the hell?
I know. And, the thing is, like the last rep that I watched of his, I think it was like just a little skinny post, and he just dropped it. It was like wide open. I'm like, I mean, you had to link me on
a lot
that.
of them are just him looking upfield.
Yeah. And it's
But-
like, I mean, it's a drop either way. It doesn't matter why you drop it. I mean, it does matter why, but at the end of the day, a drop is a drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's really he's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say he legitimately feels kind of like a jumbo wide receiver, kind of like Kincaid felt.
Yes.
The route running I thought was really good with him. He's a
Mhm.
smooth mover.
Yep.
He's got a little burst, got some speed to him, which I was looking at this class. You can't really say a lot. You can't really say that for much of these guys.
That you
But
study.
yeah, that I've gotten to right now. But
Just wait. You will enjoy it. I promise.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I
just
can't
wait.
wait. But
Okay.
also he was used very like in a very like versatile manner. Like
Sure.
I think it was like well, okay, let me look at his split. His split here, 49% of the time he was in the slot last year, 31% in line, and then 19% out wide.
Dude, I docked him because of the fact that AJ Barner was the tight end. He was not really a tight end. He was a big slot.
Okay. I looked at that and I was like, ooh. Because I
Oh,
mean
I love it,
he
but,
played
like,
backfield too on like when they'd go in like pistol or whatnot.
I'm making it sound like I'm shitting on Colson Loveland. He's tied
like
as my
tight
tight
end
end too. Like I love him. He's great. But
Yeah.
I
The play
didn't.
strength is kind of dog water with him, but I
You
think
think
he does
so?
I do. He got pushed back quite a bit. I think what he's good at is knowing how and where to redirect those blocks.
Are
Even
you
if
talking
he
about blocking, or are you talking about when he's dealing with press coverage or like physicality down the field?
oh, I'm talking about actual blocking.
Interesting. I didn't
Like
get that.
there was a couple where guys were coming off the edge and like legitimately just it kind of like worked to his favor that okay, well he's coming at me with a lot of steam, so I could just kind of push him outside and
Right.
that'll open up a running lane if they so choose. But like a lot of the times how they used him as a blocker was in motion.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it was like, oh, okay, there we go. But like from like just a static position, I thought there were times where he was just kind of getting pushed back, pushed around. You did just go silent. You're still silent. Do you know sign language?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, you do.
Hit the mute button on this. What the hell, man? All right. I have the mute button on this. I was like, all right, I might as well just hit mute on my mic while I'm typing, so I'm not going to be overly
I gotcha.
clickety clackety. But he didn't get a super high blocking grade for me. He got 11.5 out of 15, but it is one of the higher ones of the class because I thought even though he wasn't an enforcer, still did a pretty solid job. But I did think his play strength as a route runner was not great. I thought that he should a lot more.
I could see that as a route runner.
So
I will say thus far, at least from the 10 guys I watched, there's not a lot of good blockers right now in this class.
Not at all. There's like one or two good blockers.
Yeah, I got one, and he was hardly used as a receiver last year.
Are you talking about Dupre?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my top guy. Mitchell Evans is my next.
Yeah. So. Yeah, dude. Is it Dupre? I always say Dupree.
I don't know. I look at it, it's Dippre, so I'm like Dupre.
Yeah, I really liked him when he made the transfer from what, Maryland?
Yeah, he's in Maryland, former Maryland tight end.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
No, that's Caden Pricecorn, right?
No, it was Maryland. I just looked it up. It's Maryland.
Oh, I thought Caden Pricecorn was also Maryland. Or am I tripping?
No, he's Washington. He's following DeBoer.
Caden Pricecorn?
Am I thinking of the wrong guy?
Yeah, the Ole Miss cat.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Wait, there is a Washington guy following though.
Right. I'm trying to remember who it is. That's from Arizona though, right?
No, I think he was like FCS, wasn't he? Pricecorn?
No, I thought I'm talking about the guy that you were mentioning, going to Washington.
You know what? I'm just gonna look at the Alabama roster real quick.
Oh, DeBoer's from freaking Washington. I'm tripping, dude. I thought you were talking about someone transferred to Washington.
Oh no, DeBoer. Yeah, no, DeBoer the coach.
Yeah, DeBoer's the one who's in Alabama now.
Yeah,
talk about a really big reputation that you have.
Oh, here we go. Josh Cuvaz.
Do not have that on my initial list. But
he's not on my. I had to go look him up, but he was on my list last year, though. I think.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I still have to add so many guys to this, and with guys like Luke Lackey, Bartholomew, Gadsden.
Crap, he is on my list. He was right here.
He's right in front of you.
It's because I was looking for Washington, and I already changed him over to Alabama.
Yeah, like for Lackey, Bartholomew, and Gadsden, there's just no all 22 for them for when they were playing, and they also had those early year injuries, so it's like.
Yeah, Gadsden's a big slot. I remember his 2022 tape. He's a big slot.
He's a big slot. But
that dude never played like
in line.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, I mean, technically, is a tight end. He's listed as such. But yeah, right now I don't really have a ton of names for guys who I'm going to be adding for the deep dive. But most of my positions I'll be getting 25 to 35 deep.
Nice. On a side note, Mr. Taters, congratulations and good luck, Godspeed.
I'm trying to read it. It's like right next to my ring light. I'll just pop it up.
There you go.
Oh, he's gonna try to get into the scouting academy. There you go. Good job. Hey, have high aspirations, man. Don't let reality try to
Oh, yeah.
crap in your excitement, because reality has a good way of surprising you at when you give it the middle finger at being able to do better than what you think that you can.
Okay. Wait, so do you have Dupree high or?
He's my tight end 9. Technically tight end 8.
Okay. He's currently 8 for me. I kind of have him in the late day 3 priority UDFA. Because I just want to see the receiving stuff. Like if he's just like a blocking.
I think he has it.
He did at Maryland.
I think he still has it though. I mean, you should. Alabama, I swear, I love Nick Saban. I love the Alabama program. I swear, the amount of times that in my scouting reports, when I'm watching an Alabama player, I write down they're not being used in the way that caters to their best abilities. I mean, if I had $1 for that, I wouldn't be doing YouTube. I would just be living on a yacht in Monaco and just vibing, because every single time I'm like looking at CJ Dupre and I'm like, they're using Amari Niblack as the receiver here. Why can they not use him in more than just a drag route situation? Yeah. But yeah, it's very frustrating watching him, but I think it's there.
So for me, tight end 2, I have Lachey.
I mean, projecting him, obviously. Right? Yeah, because
I mean, again, going back to his like 2022 tape, I thought he was solid. I thought he was fine. He's got the size. He's a solid enough athlete.
Yeah.
I think he's actually more of that traditional Iowa mold than Laporta was. Laporta was kind of like, oh wow, this is a weird guy to be coming out of Iowa.
Yeah.
But
right.
I like Lachey. I think again, just the build, solid athlete. He was strong hands. I think I think if it just ticks this year, or clicks this year, he was kind of robbed because of injury. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I did not like him when I watched him last year. I don't know if I would like him this year.
He will be 24 when he enters the NFL, though.
Well, Shiloh Sanders is going to be 25. We'll talk about that.
I haven't even got to the safeties yet,
dude. I mean,
I'm hoping maybe I can at least start the safeties by the end of this week.
I know. I really like Shiloh. I'll say that. I was very, very surprised by how much I liked him. But then I found out he's 25, and I'm like, I should like you because you are an NFL player's age in college.
So you should be looking like a big boy.
Yeah. Okay. So your number 2 is Lachey. One's Colton.
Yeah, because again, haven't gotten to some of these other guys. I haven't gotten to Oscar Delp yet.
See, yeah, you're talking about 2 of my top 4 guys right there.
Yeah, see, like again, haven't gotten to those guys yet.
Yeah.
This is now we're firmly in, like, these were some of the evals that were holdovers from last year since they decided to return.
Okay. So talk about your number 3.
It's Benjamin Urosak. Freaking thank goodness he is at Georgia now. Because Stanford
sucks. Really think that? Okay. I'm intrigued.
I got a 4th round grade on him, dude.
Oh,
that's not act like yeah. Oh, he's number 3. I was like, there's a lot of guys I have yet to watch.
Damn. I was like, damn. Yeah. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. When you put in that context, I was like, God damn.
Yeah. Right. No, I literally like it go like Loveland. I have like a late 1st round grade because again, just gives me the Kincaid vibes. Then Lachey goes to a 3rd round grade and then straight to day 3 guys.
Okay, so I'm going to list my guys before we explain them. I just want you to let me know who you haven't watched because it makes it just so much more in perspective for me. Since my video's online, it's pretty relatively easy for like my people to know. So not really spoiling anything here, but it's Mitchell Evans 1, Colston Loveland 2, Jake Brenningstool 3. Those are my 3 starters.
I haven't looked at Brenningstool. That's the Clemson cat.
Beast. I think I'm really starting to get a little bit of Laporta vibes from Jake, apart from I think like
Uh-oh.
blocking's not great, but I mean this dude has rock solid hands, and he has some high level traits that I absolutely love, especially when it comes to dealing with guys giving him press downfield. He just really knows how to get in the right position. I'm a huge fan. But so Evans, Loveland, Brenningstool, Oscar Delp, Amari Nyblack, Jalen Conyers, Mason Taylor.
Okay,
Ben
I
Urosic.
got Conyers.
Okay, Ben Urosic, CJ Dupre, Tyler Warren, Bryson Nesbitt, Caden Price Scorn, and RJ Maryland.
Okay, I haven't gotten to like press
All of
scoring.
Yeah, Price Scorn. I wanted to like him so much more than I did.
Okay,
I really was excited.
there were a couple of guys I had there, like Nesbitt. I have there. Currently tight end 5 with the 5th round grade.
So yeah, you got a lot of the fun. How you don't like Conyers?
I love Conyers, but last year was a big down year.
Really, dude?
Down year. It
Rewatch.
sucks because he's at Arizona State.
I do
Like-
rewatch because it's frustrating. My last line was saying I am pissed at how awfully this guy's being used. So I agree.
So I think with him, I don't know if I have a ton of faith in like the blocking potential. Like he's got the size at what is he like 260, 265, even better. But like the technique is just kind of all over the place, doesn't take advantage of that size.
Right.
He's a smooth athlete. He's not a fast athlete. Like it's going to be a consistent like contested catch situations. And the unfortunate thing with that is last year, like the stuff that he did really well that you're like, okay, he could overcome, maybe not being the best separator, maybe not being the fastest guy out there, because he was really good after the catch and he was really good at the contested catch. Both those numbers were down last year because Arizona's offense is pee poo poo. So like I loved Conyers. Conyers in my last year in my summer deep dive, I think he was like tight end 3 or 4. But
I was a big fan of it.
I may be more of a wait and see. Hey, hold on. What up, wasted?
What, wasted talents in here?
Yeah. I haven't done the Raiders deep dive yet, man. I'll let you know when I do.
Are you going by like a power rankings or are you just going?
I go by the draft order.
Oh, okay.
Which I think next year I'm not even going to tell people what win total I give their teams. I'm going to go with the ceiling, the floor, and then the mean, like the over-under win total that I have them at.
Yeah, I've been getting a little bit of flack for that.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I get it. If you're a fan of a team, you don't want to see your team doing bad.
I'm doing power rankings too, so I'm starting off with the ones that get the most flack.
Yeah, see, like, and the sucky thing is when you do it by a draft order, you kind of have to you have to like settle on, oh, is this an 8-win team or a 10-win team, or like,
right?
You can't just be like, oh, they're somewhere in between. It's like you got to settle on something. And it's not, and like I look back, it's like I don't even like some of these predictions myself. It's just I had to settle on something.
See, that's the sucky part, is like you don't want to give a team a lower grade unless they're just absolute cheeks. And it's just every time I do it, I just know deep down I'm gonna get bit in the ass on one of them. Minimum.
Oh, absolutely. Like I have the Steelers sub 500. I would never bet against Mike Tomlin sub 500.
Yeah, I have the Steelers much better than that.
Yeah, I have them at 8 and 9. Well,
I don't
literally right there on the edge.
Yeah.
And it's like I was going through it. I was like, man, dude, like a lot of these are gonna be close games, and like,
yeah.
So like people got mad at it, and I was like, listen, I don't disagree with you. I agree. I would bet against it. Oh, you're so wrong. I agree, and I try to say as much in the video. But it's like, yeah, I think I'm just going to do like, here's the floor, here's the ceiling, here's the win total.
I mean, it's so respect. Like that's what I'm trying to do. Even with, so I have just letter grades for offense and defense as well. It's like, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm not even talking about my grade. I'm just going to talk about the floor and the ceiling and just say like, oh, I'm leaning more towards the ceiling, or I'm leaning more towards the floor because of this. So it's yeah. I get that.
Dante Moore was the UCLA quarterback, right? Last year?
Yes.
And he was a true freshman?
I think so, yes. He
Okay.
has so much potential, but it's just
Yeah, but I
the
mean, he
dude
was
makes
all over the place, but he was a
stupid
true
mistakes.
freshman, so it's kind of like grain of salt, you know?
Right. But you still can't be making stupid mistakes. I mean, you have more of a longer
Yeah.
leash, but still. Keep talking about your tight ends. I'm going to mute myself for a second while I continue powering through 2019.
Okay. So like I had Eurosec at 3. I've been a big fan of Eurosec like for a while now. I just love the versatility that he was used with. Just a guy that could play outside, play in the slot, play in line. He was taking handoffs at points at Stanford over the last 2 years, 12 carries for over 100 yards. Kind of nasty.
It's crazy how much
Jets
he was
own
used as a runner.
Dolphins. Well, they didn't last year.
Yeah. I mean,
Remember
it's nuts.
the Hail Mary? Yeah. I don't want to
Oh
hear
my
about.
God.
Oh,
No.
we'll have Aaron Rodgers. Will you? Will you have Aaron Rodgers? But yeah, man, I like Benjamin Irsay, man. He feels like you see the basketball background, feels like a power forward out there, just a very smooth mover that's able to create separation. And now he's going to a program that he should get a lot more production at. At number 4, I have Terrence Ferguson out of Oregon, coming to 6'5", 255 pound. This dude's so interesting. Like, you look at the yak ability, you look at the athleticism, and you're like, uh-oh, watch out. Especially like in motion, like very good downhill blocker. But this dude was constantly in motion. Because when they would just kind of like let him be and like kind of play from a static position as a blocker, I think there might be a lack of length there. Not positive, not always great at like eyeballing the length, but
Yeah, he's good.
but the play strength wasn't great. Like he definitely needs to be moving. He also struggled with early contact. Like the release package isn't great from him when he is in line. And this dude had 5 penalties last year, and it wasn't like, some holding calls there from, playing in line. They were down the field. This man was, because I was like, okay, he's pretty good at the contested catch, I think last year he was 60%, and it was like, oh, okay, he's not just physical, but like he pulls guys down, like, get down. No, that's my ball.
See,
I love the
love that.
competitiveness, but
Yeah, that's some enforcer ability. I always call it an enforcer.
yeah. So he's got a little bit of
definitely.
stank to him, but like,
I like that.
I don't know, man. I feel like I need a little bit more. Nesbitt is my tight end 5. Currently, again, haven't watched a lot of people. I'm going to preface this all day. I currently have him like his role as a big slot, because he was used in the slot for like every play. But the athleticism's good. The yak ability is good. You look at last year, 13 forced missed tackles, really nice, solid hands. The blocking ability, at least when it came from the slot, was pretty solid. He looked very like technically sound. But someone else that kind of struggled with early contact. He ran in that Mac Brown RPO heavy offense. He was just kind of running up the seams. So the route tree isn't like spectacular. And another guy that is just, how would I say, bit of a tweener at this point, And then this is where number 6, I have Jalen Conyers. We kind of went into depth a little bit with him. Like there's a lot to really like about Conyers, man. Smooth athlete, very smooth. But like, man, I do worry about I do worry about the long speed. And like, dude, you go back to 2022, like he is so hard to bring down. And then that number goes down. And it's not even like it's a bad number. 7 forced missed tackles is pretty solid. But when you're comparing it to what he did like the year before, I think it was like 21. So it's kind of like yeah, dude, I'm just saying, like, I'm watching this and I'm not feeling as aroused as I was with his 2022 tape. I'm just not. I was
really
able to watch some of Bartholomew.
Okay. Talk to me about that, because I'm curious.
Yeah. Because what was it? His 2022. So he was a guy that was in my summer deep dive last year. I watched a few of his games this year, and So straw in hands, a man that can high point the catch point, but he is so inconsistent. Like he holds the ball like it is like glass. Like, like he had so many just like passes swatted out of his hands, which is wild because he has some of like the more insane catches when you go and watch like some of his stuff. Like it's weird. It's like, where is the balance here? Where's the balance?
Johnny Wilson.
Yeah, right.
Like literally Johnny Wilson.
But he's kind of a V8 truck. That's kind of like the first thing I wrote. Like this guy plays with a mean streak. Once he gets going, he's going. But just golly, dude, like it's a legit mean streak. It is a legit mean streak. However, he is a work in progress as a blocker. But again, just the mentality, the nastiness, it's there to where I think it's something that could definitely improve this season because he's still pretty relatively like young. Like I think he's still 21. I didn't realize he was that young. That kind of like took me back, but also a tough ball carrier.
Yeah, Bartholomew was going to be that guy who I was excited to watch. He was my Toy Horton of the tight end position.
Oh,
and then it's like fudge nuggets.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like the little like blurbs I wrote just makes it like, ooh, this is a guy you should really love. I just put like V8 truck full of piss and vinegar. It's like all these all these things you're like, yes, this must be a great dude. It's like, oh, there's some things he needs to iron out of his game, but it is what it is. Is what it is. 8 was Dupree. I'll talk about these last two guys. They're not draftable grades for me, but I'll at least talk about them. We got Rivaldo Fairweather out of Auburn. The dude is legitimately just like a seam threat guy. That's essentially all that he was used for at Auburn. Like run up the seams, which, hey, fair enough, dude. The guy is fast. He's fast, but play strength is just poo-poo, dude. Straight up poo-poo. Because I think he initially came from Florida International. So I went back to go watch some of those games, and it's like, how are you getting bodied by these guys? You go to Auburn, and it's honestly not much different. Like, I don't think the blocking grade was good for him last year anyway. But as like a receiver, he's fun. Fun as a receiver, but I don't know, man. We'll see. Also, the drop rate's kind of nasty. Like, attacks the ball well, like high points the ball well, just never consistently brings it down. His career drop rate's 12%.
Damn. Like, so I'm curious because we've talked about how we scout a lot of positions so far. Like, what's your scouting process when you're watching a tight end? Like, what do you look for that gives you the indication that I either a good blocker or like what percentage drops are you starting to be iffy or / comfortable depending on which side that they're on?
So when it comes to drops, like from the get-go, like red flags go off just from like analytics, like 8 to 10%. You go in and you watch. If they're like focus drops, like a majority of them, then it's like, okay, that's a very fixable thing. So like with Loveland, it's like that's a very fixable thing. And you do see, like on the tape, you do see the hand-eye coordination. You do see the ability to high point the football, play the catch point. So it's like, okay, just work on those focus drops. So you could tell the analytics are a little like, I mean, it's not overblown because it's fact, but with a little more nuance, a little more context, you're like, okay, he's much better than this number, though. When it comes to blocking, it really depends where they're at. Are they in the slot? Are they in line? Are they working them in motion? Are they playing them in the backfield? Like, it depends. Like, how are they from like a static base? Can they get low? Do they get their arms inside? Do they drive with their legs if it's run blocking? If they're in the slot, or maybe if they are in motion, can they locate a blocker out there in space? Do they got that kind of like that? What is it? A GPS, global positioning system? Do they got that GPS to get to get to that second level blocker and break
like they know where to go?
Yeah, exactly. Can they find that guy? And then actually hit them, make a play on them. So again, it kind of depends. I mean, with tight ends, they're all over the place, so it's like it's a little tougher. It takes me a little longer to watch, specifically for the blocking, but it is what it is. It's not like we watch a ton of tight ends anyway, so
Yeah. I mean, I really do like watching tight ends. The more I watched them, it was like because it was almost a blend of wide receiver as well as offensive line, which I mean, arguably besides corner, those are my two favorite things to grade. So like that's why when someone just mentioned Amari Niblack, like that was one of those instances where on Twitter, if someone just ends up saying, "What do you think about this guy?" I'm like, should probably know that. Like that seems pretty entertaining. Like I'll see if they're a starter. That's like how I go about it, whether I'm going to actually grade them or not for the top end guys. But yeah, for me, when it comes to tight ends, it depends on their role, but blocking is pretty straightforward. Do you control your guy? Do you look like an absolute tool when you're just, deer in headlights look? I have seen quite a few guys who look like that. And then for route running, similar to wide receivers, like, are you able to turn on a dime? Do you actually move at a noticeable pace, or are you actually able to cut because you're just being slow? Some guys just don't move very fast, and then they look like they can cut harshly, and it's like, well, you're going 2 miles per hour. It's not that hard to slow to 0. And then like the special part about tight ends is they're used a lot in terms of basically finding a soft spot, knowing where the soft spot is. The one thing
I was just about to bring that up. Like when it comes to receiving, like, can they find that like soft spot in zone? Can they be that like security blanket when the quarterback does have to break the pocket? Can they keep the play extended and be a viable target? Run to the quarterback side wherever they're rolling out and find space. Like Loveland was actually really good at that.
Yeah, and it's because he was used so much as a receiver. That's like why I ended up giving a lot of these guys it factor points, probably more than any other category, was the fact that a lot of them were very smart at finding the spot where they were supposed to go. So I did love that quite a bit. But it's something that you can't be taught to find the soft spot. Like you can be told to do it, but actually finding it requires you to actually understand where the hell the rest of the defense is and where your quarterback's going to be. So that's why it's such an awesome trait. But the one thing that I ended up valuing higher for tight ends than any other group was dealing with press, because linebackers like to get physical. Safeties love to get physical. Are you able to generate separation when somebody is essentially hugging you or shoving you the whole time? Because if you cannot be a physical presence, you're just as good as a standard wide receiver. You need to be
doing that, and you're going to be doing that in line. So it might not always be a linebacker or a safety.
It could be literally a defensive lineman. So if you cannot handle strength, you could be in a world of hurt. That's for sure. By the way, I am into round 3 of 2020. I could haul ass if you want to go on a tangent, or
that's going to be up to you. I mean, I could try.
I mean, you know me, I can haul ass.
I will say, I mean, okay, I could extend this guy out a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So my final guy that I had parts of an eval for last year, but I was waiting for a bigger sample size. It's just we've never really gotten that bigger sample size for Michael Trigg, who is now at Baylor. So like a lot of his projection is like, oh, this is a great athlete. Why hasn't he been on the field more? So like you go back, you look, former 4-star recruit, went to USC, played in 6 games in 2021. That's kind of where everyone was like, oh man, now him and Dart, they're going to be at Ole Miss, dude. They're going to light up the world. Nope, just Dart. Where you at? So he started the first 6 games in 2022, broke his collarbone, missed the remainder of the season. It's like, okay, well, it'll be 2023. Nope. So he missed the first half of the season opener against Mercer this season for disciplinary reasons. Not sure what they were, couldn't find what they were. Could be something small, might not even matter. But he played in the first 3 games, didn't play in the Alabama game. He suited up, but didn't get a snap. And then he didn't report to practice following that week. But I think it's important to, because like at that point, it was like, oh, is this guy just going to enter the transfer portal? I'm kind of hoping he did things the right way because it sounded like Lane Kiffin had a good interaction with him when he was asked about why he wasn't at practice. He was like, "Oh, he's no longer with the team. I wish the best for him." Like, had nothing but like positive things to say about him. Kind of like, "Hey, I wish him well in his future endeavors." Now he's at Baylor. Who the hell is the quarterback at Baylor? Is it still Sharpen? Because then there's no hope for
Should be
Trick.
drones, but they had his ass transferred to VT.
Yeah, right, dude.
Morons.
Yeah, hey, man. VT, watch out. They're back. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, don't tell me. Dude, Sharpen's like one of the, you want to talk about one of the least mid. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's the Toledo transfer. DeQuan Finn. Very much a running quarterback. Very much a quarterback that's not going to be wildly accurate. So could be some trouble there. Shoot, Trig's not even listed as the starter currently at tight end.
That's depressing.
That is depressing. Well, let me tell you why people were high on this guy then. The dude's a really good athlete, very explosive, long strides, can get humming in a hurry. He's been very good at the contested catch over his career. I was hoping I might have had a number, but I mean, I guess the sample size is so small. I guess the number is kind of irrelevant. Very physical blocker, especially like in motion, likes to square up, get low, and then try to go for the kill shot. But not so positive about the actual long speed. He's more of like, hey, I explode out of my brakes. Hey, I could have like exploded the stem of the route. But like, depending on if it's like a safety, if it's like a secondary player after me, they're gonna make up that ground really quick. Production again, literally no production. This is all projection, no production. It's like writing it up in eval was literally just what you see from him physically and nothing to really substantiate like why you like him. Like, oh, like,
Right.
okay, physically, he's kind of like, physically, he's very impressive. Oh, how are his hands? They look strong on all like 3 contested balls during his collegiate career.
Yep.
So it's like, you don't have numbers that can really substantiate that. That's why I got a UDFA grade on him right now. It's just kind of wait and see, man. I mean, it's depressing, but like the talent's there. You just kind of
right.
Like apparently last year was a crap show. It's like we were all expecting it last year because in that Mercer game, he didn't start the first half, but when he got in the second half, he was like 4 receptions for 66 yards.
Right.
And then it was just like downhill from there. Just the usage wasn't there anymore to the point where, he didn't play his final weekend. He was like, you know what? I'm done. So who knows, man?
And now he's not even starting at Baylor. What a career arc, everybody.
Yeah, what a career arc.
What a career arc right there. I'm into 2021, if that means anything.
That does. That means you're close.
Yeah. And
here, I'll answer a couple of questions.
Yeah, go for it.
Here, I'll go down the line. Mr. Taters.
I'm doing this on the fly just so we could actually have a really fun video because you're going to be able to destroy me since I'm not going to have a fully prioritized draft board.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'll have a little rust doing this all of a week and a half ago. Mr. Tater says, is DraftBuzz a bad website for scouting? What website would you recommend? DraftBuzz is at least good for names. They recycle a lot of their evals. Like I don't know. It doesn't feel personable to the individual. Like they'll say, oh, good route runner, quick feet, explosive out of the break. But then it'll say that for like any wide receiver. It's not like specifically about that guy. Cause like, it's not going to be the same for every guy, you know, there's going to be like different levels to it. There's going to be different like smoothness to the transitions and whatnot. Like it just kind of comes down as like a very prototypical, like blanks, like okay, if you want to know, like, just kind of get the gist of what type of player this guy is, then Draft Buzz kind of does that. They're fine. They're all right.
They'll always
They're
have
all right.
something out there.
Yeah, they'll always have something out there. I do like the Draft Network's evals, like, because they get into it. It's just the Draft Network's just a crappy site. It's the unfortunate
Just because they
truth.
don't have the freaking mock draft machine anymore.
Because that's the only thing people signed up for.
I know.
And
It broke my heart.
yeah,
I got to
there's
talk to Paige about that. Their
there's
CEO.
there's an article
She's chill.
out there that talks about the downfall of the Draft Network. It's just funny.
That is really entertaining.
PFF articles are pretty good, but like it also kind of just gives you blurbs of guys. It doesn't give you like a lowdown, like detailed amount. There's always Walter Football. Like, it's fun to clown on Walter Football, but like, this is a guy that's honestly, he does have his ear to the NFL. He was on Aiden Hutchinson before anyone else. He was on Devon Witherspoon before anyone else. So like, it's fun to clown some of their mock drafts. And it's not like, even their, like, when you go and look at their rankings, they don't really, I don't know, they don't go into detail about the player. They just kind of like throw out stats like, oh, this guy was, he was second in receiving yards in college football. And it's like, okay, well, is he fast? Can he catch?
Right. It's like, give me a little bit more than that, please.
Yeah. Leaving too much meat on the bone, man.
Right.
When I will say, when The Athletic comes out with their stuff, like when oh my gosh, why am I blanking on Dane Brugler? When he comes out with his stuff, it's really nice. But again, he only really goes over the top guys, and then he just kind of lists out some of the guys after that until we really get deeper into the draft cycle. But week to week, him and like, I don't think Nate Tyson's there anymore. I think he left.
Is he at Fox now?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
But like,
I know that they lost some people.
Yeah, regardless. If anything, they do a good job of like, they'll cover guys during the season to like, oh, watch out for this guy just had a big game. But they also have a YouTube channel where they do a really good job of that. So check that out. Mike Renner doesn't do football anymore. I haven't seen Renner Ranks post a video in forever.
Yeah, I think he's going to be full-time golf.
Man, what did you just pick it up as a hobby and then?
I mean, he's always loved golf. I remember hearing about it for the first time, and I was like,
I saw him at Bleacher Reports during the draft on their stream.
Yeah,
like there with like CJ Stroud and Micah Parsons.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Like,
I was like, what is this?
It was like a good send-off, though.
It was. Dude, I don't know if I have any other people I really like.
Okay, so wait, linebackers though. We didn't get to re-explain Jason Henderson to me because I just have no clue. I saw like 20 seconds of like the end of when you were talking about him.
All right, let me go to the eval.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's all right.
I'm in the third round right now.
It is what it is. All right, so with Henderson, first thing I put, tackling machine. That's kind of the obvious thing. The dude packs a lot of power in his frame, hits like a Mack truck, plays with violent hands, takes good angles, shows good closing speed. Led the country in tackles by, oh, my bad, I said 40. 17 tackles in 2022. And it was much of the same where he had, 132 tackles last year. And he's doing this with like an 8% missed tackle rate, 9% missed tackle rate. Really good when you have that much volume. Good athleticism, explosive, or more explosive than sideline to sideline. Moves exceptionally well, displays really good closing speed, kind of like I already said that. His feet can get tied up when changing directions, but he has the athleticism to make up ground for it. Put that there is upside there as a pass rusher / blitzer, does a good job of timing his blitzes. And when he does have to take on contact, he plays with strong hands and light feet. Pursuit speed gives the quarterback a little time to look downfield. Last season had 24 pressures and 6 sacks on 104 or 108 pass rushing snaps. I did say the play strength, it's coming along. Needs to add more bulk to his frame, which he has. Still sub 230 though, so waiting for him to get above that, because there are times where he just kind of gets washed out of the run game, doesn't really have a reliable anchor. I put limited in coverage just because Old Dominion used him as a spot dropper. So it's like just schematically how he's been used. Like he's got the athletic ability to be a good coverage player. It's just he hasn't really been asked to. It's like he's basically just been like, okay, here's a hook zone, here's the flats. That's going to be your bread and butter. Good luck, Godspeed.
I mean, that's still very useful. It's not like overly.
I mean, essentially, that's what Edwin Cooper did last year.
Yeah, it's like that's what will still be able to get you respect. You're not going to be a bum. So it's a start, right?
It is be a start. Don't know when our next stream. Our next stream will hopefully be next week.
Next week. Well, next week. Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this week. The reason we're doing this now is because I'm going to Nolans.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I'm not. Let me look into that just because I know my oldest child has like an early start, like introducing her to her like kindergarten teachers and whatnot. I don't know when that is, so
that's cool.
That is cool. I just gotta see what time that is. And,
fun fact: I'm in the 5th round, by the way, of the final year.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. Here, Tater's got a lot of comments here, so I'll talk about them. Not a Broncos fan, but would it be sick to pair Patrick Surtain with Will Johnson? Obviously, yes. Malachi Starks would be a good addition there too. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Apparently, they like them Texas safeties.
Yeah, they also ended up signing 2 guys.
Brandon Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they brought back. Yeah, they brought back PJ Locke, which he had a good year last year. It was cool to see him go from special teamer to like, oh no, you're a solid start for us. I'm kind of hoping he gets the nod to start over Caden Stearns. Caden Stearns, I just don't think it's similar. Like at least Brandon Jones was solid enough last year. Caden Stearns, I just don't think he's got the mental aspect of the game. I think he's got no like spatial awareness. So,
dude, do you remember Jalen Twyman back in the day? And then like Jalen Ford, not Jalen Ford.
The Pittsburgh guys.
Yeah, dude. Like talk about.
I didn't like those guys. To be fair, I think it was I was like tweeners. I think Pat Jones was actually decently productive last year for the Vikings.
Yeah, it's just crazy because Pat Jones ended up being the best, but the other 2 guys I just mentioned, dead ass, were like they ran almost half a second slower than what we expected. It was not Twyman was. He was in that like 5.6 range. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Paris Ford was in 4.9. That was like oh crap. I mean, he didn't look like that, but
yeah. Oh man, I forgot about Ford. He was a hot riser after that combine too.
Hot riser. People. Ford?
Wasn't he?
He ran the 4.9.
Oh,
yeah, the exact opposite.
My bad.
He was the
exact opposite. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. There was a guy. There was like a Cincinnati safety that like ended up like. Everyone was talking about the guy that was primarily a slot there for Cincinnati, and then this dude came out, had like a really good combine or a pro day, and then suddenly everybody was like, "Oh wow, no, this is the better player in the secondary. What the hell?" Yeah. It was Derek Forrest.
Yes, who I
can't remember who the guy in the slot was, but
oh shoot, yeah,
Jason Pinnock was like that too in Pittsburgh. There we go. I loved Pinnock, dude.
Yeah, dude. By the way, I'm starting to see that the closer we've gotten to the modern years, the better teams have been drafting earlier on, and the less the talent has been in the 7th round. Like I'm just looking at this and I'm like genuinely not really writing any names down.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, a lot
all.
of this is well, I mean, after a longer period of time, guys fall off.
No, I'm talking about like the closer we've gotten. It's like 2019, like,
Oh.
you know, cool. But like 2020, I don't know if you have this on your little sheet. It's ass. I'm just gonna come out and say it right now.
For
It's
like the
not good.
7th round?
Yeah. Yes. I'm saying like because we have to draft from it.
I kind of like the 7th round of 2020.
Or 2021, my bad. Not 2020.
Oh, okay.
The most recent year.
Yeah, no, 2021's pretty desolate.
Yeah.
Like, there's one name. I'll say that.
There's one name. Yeah. And I'm really pissed because you're gonna take him.
I might not. Because honestly, then the other name there, I'm kind of cool with.
Don't put respect on Will Fry's name.
He played better last year, dude.
I know that's the guy you're talking about. We're talking about Jonathan Cooper and Will Fries here. Like, let's not beat around the bush.
Hey, man, if you want a good rotation interior player, like,
right?
What is it? Chris Tonga ain't bad.
Yeah, but when we have two defensive interior spots, it's not necessarily the most exciting thing. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. What did we come? Yeah, you came away with last time Jalen Carter and Moro Ajamo.
Yes. No.
For the interior.
I did Moro.
Yeah,
I really do like Moro. By the way, within the next like minute, I have all of my guys down. I'm just highlighting the ones I love. So just let me know. I should make a pivot table to see. Like, can't miss guys. Holy crap, dude. Some of these like mid rounds, it's like holy Toledo, dude.
Yeah, no, there's actually like I feel like we're picking for now at this point. It's just being able to construct to where you have the position available at that round.
Right.
Because there is a lot of good names.
I know. Like I'm like, ooh, my lord.
Like a lot of good names, dude. Even at quarterback.
I'm excited. Yeah, dude. I haven't even thought about who I'm drafting for quarterback.
I'm probably just gonna. That might be at the end.
Yeah, that'll be like, all right, sure. Like we'll throw a little dog bone out there. Damn. I gotta admit, I got a lot of linebackers as the best in their rounds. That's a little bit
straight, dude. I will say, linebackers chunky for me.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good
linebackers. Yeah. I was like looking at that. I'm like, "Ooh, my lord!" Like I was all excited to get Quincy Williams, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're not gonna think about this one." And then it's like, shit.
Yeah,
it's like 1,000.
No, dude, it's like, yeah, there's a lot.
Like, who knew? I was saying, like, dude, linebacker is a position that should be valued more in the NFL. And it's like, maybe not. Maybe not, man. Like,
yeah, if anything, we're gonna have to. I mean, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it when we get there.
Regardless, I mean, if you want to, we can start. I'm
down.
I'm not against it. I'm just right now highlighting names. It's just making it easier for me to prioritize.
Ask Hail Mary about when he had Darius Robinson as his number one player. It might be high, but I swear at one point I think he's thinking about the
other Missouri edge rusher. Yes, he's on the Browns right now. Isaiah McGuire, number 2. He's still there. I mean, it's a start, and he could have been a lot worse.
He's a year 2 player. He better still be there.
Yeah. Hey, he could be out. You never know. There have been worse things happen. By the way, I will say tight end is kind of barren.
I was gonna say that, but that's
What?
when I paused and was like, you know what? We'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah,
That
like
was what I was about to say.
tight end's a little barren. Did you know DJ Wonnum was originally on the Vikings? Or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Like he just got re-signed to the he got signed to the Vikings, right?
No, he was drafted by the Vikings, got signed by
Tripping
the
ball.
Panthers.
Yes. I literally just did a video on the Panthers. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, wait, what the hell? Like, did he yo-yo back to where he was drafted? I'm tripping. Tripping, man. But I gotta admit, there's some Mike Dana's a defensive interior, right? Or like he's a D lineman. He's a flex guy because he's spag.
He plays more edge. Like a lot heavier. Edge.
I thought he was like 270.
He might be like 270. I think he's more like 260 though.
Oh, I thought he was up in that 270 range because I was all excited to put him as like
I liked him coming out of Michigan.
Yeah.
I didn't love him, but I liked him. 257.
Really? I thought he was 270 for some reason. Maybe I thought he was like 275. I think I freaking disliked.
They do have that guy on the interior. Was it Wharton? Who's like 260 but playing on the interior.
Well, that's whack as hell.
I mean, he rotates in. Doesn't really matter. It's like they go to when they're playing the run, it's usually Naughty. And then if it's the pass, then that's when Wharton comes in. And low-key, he's not actually a bad run defender either. Like he's a good rotation player.
Right.
Like not the best player, but like I ain't mad at it.
I respect it. Oh my God, dude. I'm just realizing how many linebackers. I get all excited. I was like, dude, Pete Werner? Like, never see that one coming. And it's like, oh, I'm never going to draft this guy.
I think outside of maybe corner or receiver, linebacker is the most girthy position.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of
safeties literally take wherever.
Yeah. Like safety, pretty damn
you could close your eyes, pick around, and there's a safety.
Yeah. Believe me, I'm looking at this. I'm like, damn, I don't even feel very pressured to do anything.
Dude, I hate Mr. Taters. I hate answering this question.
What do you ask?
Who do you think the Puka Nacua is in this next class? Like,
Deion Burks.
I'm assuming he means this past year.
Oh. Brennan Rice. Just based on where he was drafted.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You're kind of having to anticipate based on where they're drafted.
Right. Like, I assume it's just like the late round receiver steal.
Yeah. And it's like, also you got to anticipate like how much playing time, like what's the opportunity? Because like Puka had that opportunity because Cooper Kupp didn't start the season.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying this upcoming draft class. Oh, that's even harder. That's an even harder question.
Deion Burks. Have you graded the receivers?
Oh no, dude. Are you kidding? Like, why would I eat dessert right now?
See, I always start off with the positions you're like dessert.
Yeah, nah, dude. I saved that song because then I watch it a lot. Like, because I'm probably gonna mow down through like 30 corners, 30 receivers.
Oh God, dude, this class, man. I'm telling you,
quit talking about
it. All right.
You ready?
Might as well. Like,
why not?
Why not, dude? I'm looking at it. It's like, shoot. All right.
Oh, you know what? I got a potential Puka Nacua for this past class.
Okay.
Bub Means.
Dude, Bub's fun.
He's going to New Orleans where like A.T. Perry hasn't really really been given the chance, but they parted ways with Michael Thomas. Someone's gonna have to step in that wide receiver 2 role.
Yep.
Bub Means might be the guy.
Yeah. No. Respect that.
Or at least he's gonna have the opportunity.
I respect it. Yeah.
Yeah, then it's like Brendan Rice.
I'm excited for a couple of these, and I already know you're gonna snipe a couple from me. And
that's how it happens every time, dude.
We're literally gonna get so pissed off at each other.
If you are who you say you are,
All right, we're doing the snake draft, right?
superstar. The what?
We're doing a snake, right?
Of course.
Okay.
What kind of blasphemy would we just go alternate?
I know. Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Oh, here, hold on, because I'm
Right.
recording this on the OBS, at least the audio portion. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Can you talk for me, Daddy?
Check. That caught me off guard.
There he is. All
Oh,
right.
man. All right.
I just got to bring you down a little bit.
Shoot. That caught me off guard. I was like, hey,
Josh
yo.
is slacking.
What's up? God damn. Oh,
All right.
man. That's funny.
I just got to remember how I explained this.
Oh,
Okay. I think I'm ready to go. I'm going to blow my nose real quick.
okay. I'm still like starring some players because I'm like, ooh, like, these are the guys who I could really.
Oh, dude, you're good. You're good, man. You want to pick who goes? Oh, wait, you went first last time. To hell with you. It's my turn.
Okay. Noted. It's fine with me. I got some.
Honestly, you probably got the better bargain last time. Going
Yeah.
first.
Well, there's a lot of guys that are like, really good players that are steals down the board.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, yeah, I did get the better end of the deal last time.
Oh,
Unless you want to randomize it again.
You certainly did. No, I'll start.
Okay. All right. Shit.
All right.
I
I'm
know where
gonna
you're
hit
going.
record over here.
Okay.
If you and I have an actual tracker about what picks we have left too. So this is great.
Look at you.
Yeah, I went ahead and was like, okay, let me just write all this out. That way I could just take it out. And I even did I include a wild card here? Let me include the wild card pick so I don't go nuts. Wild card. I will not be using my wild card pick as early as I did this one. I'll say that.
I know. I was like, you went straight up, like you went ham.
I think I was like 6 picks in, and I was like, send it.
Yeah,
I love this draft class.
I was like, cool, dude. I'll take that all day.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Alex, welcome back as we're going to be doing a draft, but a special one. We're going to be creating our own team using the 2019, the 2020, and the 2021 draft. The caveat is we could only take one player from one round in each of those classes. So each draft, we're going to be taking 7 players, or each draft class, we're going to be taking 7 players, trying to assemble a roster. But we will get a wild card pick, which means we could take a second player from, say, 2021 first round, 2021 second, 2019 first. But I get the first pick. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. I got to let Gojo in, dude.
Yeah. Right off the bat, I just hear Goj going to town.
Because he knows what this pick's going to be.
He knows what's good.
We are doing a snake order, so I'm going to have the first pick. You're going to have the second, third. I'm going to have the fourth, fifth, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
With the first overall pick, I'm going to take Trey Smith in the the 6th round, 2021.
Yeah, that was going to be one of the picks I was hoping you would not end up taking. But
that's typically how it works. So Trey Smith off the board. Got to find where. There we go. All right. So there goes the 6th round, 2021 for me.
Look at you. Okay. Well, that kind of answers my question there. So I have my next 2 picks. I am going to go after Max Crosby, 2019 4th round.
He was on my board.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need really much of an introduction. He's an absolute beast. But it's a high value edge rusher. It's a good round. I mean, there's a lot of defensive backs, but we talked about it. Defensive back classes extremely, extremely stacked. And then I'm going to use my next selection to draft Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And that was another one.
2021 round number 4. I might as well kick it off with 2 fourth-round picks that have both been absolutely phenomenal. There we go, baby.
All right, so that was 4th round, 2019.
Yep.
And then why am I writing? I'm gonna write out his whole name.
Yeah, I'm like just ARSB, baby. Max and ARSB.
Yeah, right.
That's
Okay.
literally what I did.
Let me get a quick sec to digest what just happened here. So oh man, those were good picks. Those were good picks, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to decide if I want to go offensive line again. Isn't that wild?
Can, but I mean, I would say you have 2 picks.
I do have 2 picks.
But there is a lot of offensive line talent, especially in the first rounds.
There
2020 and 2021
is a ton of talent, man.
Like you're not going to be setting yourself far ahead if you go an offensive tackle.
I won't, but it's like it's specifically the round, that I'm looking at. Right. That I'm like, and you know what? I feel like
you're going to go 2020 round 6. Don't BS me. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's where I want to go. But now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, you know what? I could probably don't have to do that.
Right.
But I probably will. I'm going to take Michael Onwenu.
Yeah. That was a smart move, man. Smart move.
Yeah. He might. I don't know if he's going to be my tackle or my guard yet. So
that's what was exciting. Like, that's why I really wanted him.
Stay tuned for more. So Michael Onwenu. That was 6th round 2020. Okay, 6th round 2020. That's gone.
All right.
Dang, cool. Man. The problem is there's another round here where I'm like, I legitimately think there's no one good.
Yes. Are you we're talking about the 7th round here, correct?
We are talking about the 7th round
of 2019.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
Then I'm constructing my offensive line with okay players.
Right. You're looking at Nick Allegretti.
Yes, and that's who I'm probably taking. I'm going to take Nick Allegretti.
All right. So that answer.
Oh, dude. I mean, when you look at your first 2 picks compared to my first 3, not sexy at all.
See, that's okay. I mean, again, what matters is
they'll get sexier. How about that? They'll get sexier.
Well, at the end, it will get sexier because of the fact that I'm going to be forced to take some pretty ass players at some pretty key positions.
I don't know what you're going to get out of the 7th round, dude.
I do.
Oh, well, shit.
But it's a position I really was hoping not to have to do. But I do feel like I've been relatively pigeonholed, and that's okay. We'll bounce back from this.
Yeah. So Michael Onwenu is officially my right tackle.
Yeah. I mean, you could. Oh, yeah. You have to put.
Yeah. No. He's officially my right tackle.
Wow. Oh, you already addressed all offensive line, interior offensive. Well, no, you didn't. You still have a center. Okay.
None of those guys are sliding. Well, Allegretti might, but probably not. I'm not going to play that. I mean, we got good enough centers where it's you don't have to play that game.
Right. Oh man. Well, okay. So I have the next 2 picks here, and there's just some really, really good players that I'm excited to draft, but there's 2 of them in each round, and I'm just I don't need to draft you. That's the thing. I do not need to draft these players. One position I think was really lacking, we talked about this earlier, was tight end. And I mean, if you're actually looking at it, how many tight ends do you have on your board overall?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So you're saying that those like actual tight ends that you'd want to start on a team? Like I have
I
one
just took the guys that were like, okay, these are good players.
right.
A lot of them are like in rounds that I probably would take something else.
Right. As a primary option, I have 2. And in the other round where I have one of them as a primary option, I have other players that I'm much more excited to put in there. I'm going to go after 2021 round 2, Pat Freiermuth.
Okay.
It's a bit early, but I do not see a tight end value-wise that I think would compete. Because I'm about to pretty much give you a really nice tight end. I'm going to give it to you on a silver platter, so to speak, here in 2020 round number 4.
Okay, so what was Freiermuth 2020?
2021 round 2.
Okay.
Freiermuth, reliable target. But
Yeah.
I am going to be going after L'Jarius Sneed in
That's a good
round
one.
number 4 of so I have all my round 4s already done. I apparently have a type. But
apparently I
that's
have
cool.
a type.
I have a type. So that's dope. But yeah, L'Jarius Sneed, theoretically he was drafted as a safety, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he's not been used as that.
Damn it. All right. I'll have him.
I mean, you could play him in the slot.
Yeah, but I already have my guy for the slot. Well, actually, technically, both those guys are hybrid, so we're cool.
So we're gonna stick with Sneed.
Yeah, Sneed and Muth.
All right, so Sneed, that was round 4, 2020.
Yes,
it's a good one. It's a good one. All right. I think I'm actually going to go with a linebacker here.
Okay.
Question is, because I know we talked about how good the linebacker class is, but I think there's a round where it's like, at least the talent around it's like, it's not bad, but it's like, I don't think there's that many good players.
I mean, to be fair though, I mean, if linebacker is super stacked, does that not lower its value even if it is better than the guys around it? Because
well, I think more so if it's like I look at it and like there's a clear favorite in that round. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, like no, I'm not gonna give you hints. Never mind. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take Dre Greenlaw, round 5, 2019.
That was the one I was talking about. There's still some really good players in that round.
There are.
But yeah, he was by far the best player available for that specifically.
Yeah, I think you can make a case for another player in that round as well. But
I mean, there's Cashman.
Yeah, it's just
Renfro.
This was his breakout year.
Yeah,
he's kind of been injury prone.
Right.
So it's like that was the other guy. I was like, man, there's 2 good linebackers in there. Like, I would have been mad about Cashman.
Right.
I really
But
would.
Greenlaw is far superior.
Yeah. All right. So I know where I'm going here next, though. I'm going to go to the 7th round in 2020.
Okay.
The question is, which safety do I want? One had a breakout year. One's been good for the last couple of years.
Which round are you looking at?
2020 7th round.
2020 7th round. Oh, you're talking about Cam Curl or Geno Stone.
Yes.
Both really solid options.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm gonna be straight up, dude. This safety, like, there's a lot of good safeties. So it's like,
right.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with Cam Curl here.
Okay.
Just in case he might end up playing my slot. The guy that played a lot of slot. So maybe I'm not done with safety yet. But gives me options. And I ain't mad about options. So those were my 2 picks. That was 2020. Yeah, 2020.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see where the value would be best at this moment, like I'm pretty much going to write off some certain rounds because I do like no matter who you pick, I'm happy with essentially the sloppy seconds of said round. So I'm happy right now with how everything's starting to shake out. Damn. Okay. Well, good thing I haven't really planned. I now have a full group, positional group locked down. So now I could kind of focus on other positions. I am going. You know what? I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to go Mike Dana.
Okay.
Round number 5, 2020. Yeah, I like Dana. He received a second contract, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing
He
well.
was signed later.
Yeah.
Like in wave 2 or 3.
Right. But I feel confident with Max being my edge 1, and
oh, you should feel hella confident.
That being said, I kind of want to take that pick back, low key. Am I able to?
I typed it in.
Son of a bitch. All right. We'll roll with the dice here.
We'll roll the dice.
We'll roll with the dice. Okay, so looking at my next selection, man, safety is where I want to go. Safety is. I really do like some of these.
It's so
safeties.
chunky, dude.
It is really, really chunky, but at the same time, you know, I think I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go Talanoa Hufanga, 5th round, 2021.
2021, yeah.
Yep. Hufanga.
Very nice.
Yeah, I need to start getting some safeties in there.
I didn't love him coming out. I mean, I thought he was just a good box safety. Okay. Way better than I expected.
Yeah, he's awesome.
All right, so that is 5th round, 2021. Okay, my pick. I'm just going to be looking at rounds that we have that are the same. Looking at this 2019 6th round right now.
Okay.
Another round with actually a couple of safeties, a linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to go Gardner Minshew, I can.
It's not a bad option.
It's not.
It's not a great option, but it's not a bad option.
Oh man, dude, I don't know if I do want to take this round actually.
Right.
Like I'm looking at it as like I would be locking myself like position wise. But maybe I want to. I think I want to. Okay, I will do it. I'm gonna go. So this is the 2019 6th round.
Mm-hmm.
2019 6th round. I'm gonna go David Long Jr. linebacker.
Yeah, that's a good move right there. Okay, well that secures that. So that was 19 round 6.
That was 19 round 6.
Okay.
And now looking at some of the other rounds, 2020 3rd round is got a hell lot of good players. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna need to look at the offensive end. Screw the offense. Looking at these defenders right now, I'm like, who do I want? Like, to be fair, like using a wild card pick here on the 3rd round in 2020 isn't bad.
Dude, it is a stacked group. Like, it's really solid.
Let's see if there's more of a barren round that.
Wait, what'd you do in round 3 of 2020?
Round 3 of 2020. I haven't done any.
Oh, I thought you said you needed to use a wild card for it.
No, I said it wouldn't be a bad idea. Like you can use a wild card for that round because like there's a few good players. Yeah.
Right.
So 2021, we still have 7th round. Oh yeah, we talked about that, didn't we?
Right.
Oh, I guess I kind of have to do this. Yeah, okay, I'll take Jonathan Cooper. Because if I can't get left with Will I have no space for Will Fries.
Yeah.
Like I have my guard set. I have to take Jonathan Cooper there.
I'm really happy you did that. Because I realized I screwed myself over when I got Mike Dana. That was why I was like, can I take it back? because I was like, I now can't take Jonathan Cooper. Like I have Max Crosby and
Okay, so that technically kind of worked out for both of us. Hey,
yeah,
you could always take in Tonga.
I have my other plans for that. But okay, Will Fries or Freeze.
No, I'm taking Cooper. Oh, you are. Okay.
No, I'm not
I
looking.
get it. I get what you're doing.
I'm like, okay, that allows me to knock off that one. So you ended up going after Cooper and then who?
I think it was David Long Jr.
David Long. Okay. So
Long me long time. That was a bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah. Okay. Man, I don't need to rush that right there. Damn.
Yeah, because now we're getting to the point where, like, I mean, there's still a few rounds that we like.
Holy Toledo, dude.
Have them similar, but they're all good rounds.
They're unbelievable talents in like all of these rounds that are left. Like that's awesome. That's awesome. What's the one round? Because I have everything projected out, by the way, except for one. So what the hell have I not done? So I've done okay. I already have like everything planned out for every single round in 2019, by the way. And then we'll see if 2020 ends up doing that. Oh, that's what I haven't decided on. No, I did. What the hell? What have you done? What have you done to me, man? No, I've done all 2020. What round have I not done here?
I will tell you the rounds you have done.
Feel free to.
So you've done the.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I did all the rounds except for my freaking my roll the dice.
Oh,
yeah. my wild card.
It's not really a roll of dice. It's more of a sure thing, but.
This is true. Oh no, I factored in a wild card. Damn it. All right. Well, I'll look at that while you do some other fun stuff. Oh, never mind. I found it. It was 2020 round 3. No, it wasn't. Anyways,
okay. I know what I'm doing now, so whenever you're ready. Okay. You haven't sent you still have 2 picks.
I do have 2 picks. The thing is, I'm just like looking at what I'm very excited to get. And it's like there's just so many really good options that I don't feel the need to select them at the moment. However, I will select one of them right now. 2021, round 3, Aleem McNeil. Defense.
Oh, that's my dude. He was such a my guy too.
Yeah. Aleem.
That's all right. I don't like it, but that's all right. That's a good pick.
Hey, you stole some other guys I was really excited about.
Oh, what I stole. Nick Allegretti. Oh.
No, Nick Allegretti was not the guy I wanted that round. It was Dre Greenlaw that you kind of yanked.
I mean, to be fair, though, like Blake Cashman's not bad at that round. He's just not like Greenlaw's more established.
Right. Well, what's bugging me is the fact that
what was that? The 5th round? No, 3rd round. What am I saying?
That was the 3rd round. Just like what's bugging me. Do I have a 21 round 1? Yeah, I do. I have all my round 1s in there.
Oh, I think neither of us have used a round 1 yet.
Right. I've already done all my round 2s. I have a 19 round 3, 20
I will
round
tell you
3,
the only stuff we share on are like 3rd round and up.
3rd round and up? Oh,
yeah.
That we both have open?
Yeah.
5th round. Oh, did I not factor in? No, I factored in that, and I already took 5th round for all those. The hell have I not factored in yet? 6th round there. I have 6th round there. Did I not factor in a 7th round? Oh, I just fucked myself over.
Oh, buddy.
Let's go. Okay, actually, no, it could be a lot worse than this. There's a lot better issues. There's a lot.
I don't know. I'm happy to hear that because I feel like I'm fighting an uphill battle right now with the beginning of my draft. No, I'm gonna end real strong with a lot of good players, but
crap.
Right now, it doesn't look promising.
Crap, dude. Like okay. You know what? So it was 2020 round 7 that screwed me over there. Now I got to shift a couple of things. But you know what? Oh, I like this. I'm debating between these two players, but I'm going to go after and reward the guy who just got a nice contract. I'm going to go after Lloyd Cushenberry.
Okay.
2020 round 3.
He was there. He was
Yeah.
on the list.
Yeah.
2020 round 3, Lloyd Cushenberry. Lloyd Cushenberry.
Okay. While I end up doing damage control, you can continue doing your thing.
Okay, cool. Well, I know what I'm doing with one pick. I'm probably going to need a minute to think on the other, but that's fine. He was 2020.
Yes. Okay, I found mine. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, so I'm actually going to... Oh, you just went 2020 round 3? Then I don't feel like... Okay, I feel like I'm already going to get that. I'm not going to... That's actually where I was going to go.
Okay.
So I'd rather hit on something that we still share. 2020 round 2. Oh, it does have 2. Oh my gosh, that has a lot of players I really like.
I'm telling you, dude. Like the big impact players, there's multiple. It's not like there's a consensus one. Okay, I literally have my whole board now laid out. I love it. I love it. All my stress just went away because I realized that I could swap somebody.
Okay, I think I might let you just make a pick in that round because there's a lot of good players.
Right? Like, that's why I've been taking guys like Lloyd Cushenberry. I gave you Jonah Jet. Oh, well, I guess you can kick Allegretti to center.
No,
like Highsmith, Jackson.
Well, I think at least with 2019, was it 2019 fourth? I think I already know where I'm going to go with that. Who I already know who I think my center is. So
okay,
I ain't too worried about that. 2019 round 2 has just some.
You want to toss a little wrench into this? Well, I guess it doesn't even matter because a lot of these right tackles have also played left. I was gonna say like we can actually have right tackle and left tackle, but the guys who are star right tackles like Worse and Sewell also play left. Damn it.
So I'm gonna go 2019 second round. And I'm gonna take AJ Brown.
Yeah. You know, like we obviously know the other option.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Debo. But okay, so you want AJ?
So, that was the guy round 2019. Okay. All right. We still share all these firsts.
I know.
I think I said with the 2020, I don't round 2. I think I was saying I might just let you make a play on that because there's a lot of good players.
So many, dude. So many.
Yeah, we share a third round 2019.
Yes, we do. But that also is really damn good.
I'm a little scared because like I might have I feel like I have to pull my running back from that round.
2019. Oh, you're talking about David Montgomery?
Yeah.
He's solid, man.
I'll say this. I would love to have Jonathan Taylor, but that second round in 2020 is just so studded. Yeah. It's like I'd rather go with those other players.
Right.
So I do think I have to pull my running back from that round, unfortunately.
Okay.
Unless I just want to say to hell with running back and just plug some guy, someone.
Well, do you have?
I actually no. I'm reeling back. Never mind.
I mean, we only have 3 receiver slots.
That is true, and I feel like I want to go with. I think I know what I'm doing. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Everything. My third eye just opened up. I'm gonna go with 2019 third round. I'm gonna go with Jamel Dean.
2019 third round, Jamel Dean.
Yeah.
He was not on the list for me.
He's good. One of my favorite corners in the league.
Oh, I mean, I like him, but I was saying like for what I was projecting. So I'm glad that relieves some tension right there where I can kind of pick and choose. Okay. So
those were my picks.
Let's get a little exciting here. You know what? Let's have some fun. I'll go with my boring pick. I'll go with an exciting pick after it. No, I lied.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
gotta start
go-
getting these first round picks now too, since we
Right.
still share those.
I'm gonna go Penei Sewell, round 1, 20.
Of course.
Yeah, Penei Sewell is my guy. When I wrote in his that was like one of my first scouting reports I think I did as well. I ended up comping him to Jonathan Ogden. Seems to have worked out well in that favor. So I'm happy with that.
Seems to have been fine for me.
Yeah. Penei Sewell is now my starting tackle. Let's see. And then
that's 2021.
That is 2021. And then I am going to go after Tristan Wirfs, 2020. I'm going to go back-to-back tackles.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
And that works left, right side regardless.
Exactly. They could do both.
Well,
Wirfs.
Tristan could do both.
Yes. So, Penei can. He had some. I mean, he played left tackle at Oregon.
That's true. That's fair. Wirfs was 2019?
2020.
2020.
Yep.
Nice Rona year.
The
All
Rona.
right.
Yeah.
The Rona
man.
year.
I forgot about that.
You have 10 players. Yes,
Mhm.
drafted. Okay. So that was first round 2020. I keep saying that second round pick, man. Just let you make a pick on it.
I know. I've been delaying that one too.
You know what? I think I'll make the
Second round.
The 2019 first round pick.
Okay.
Will I? Yeah, I will. Yeah.
It's a good group.
It's a good group. It's kind of pick your poison. I've kind of already. Okay, I just got to decide who my other guy is there.
Are you going to go back-to-back like in 2019? The one nice thing is that I have 3 guys.
I mean, that's true. That's true, actually. I keep forgetting about having that wild card. I'm going to go Nick Bosa in 2019.
Okay. Smart. I like that.
Yeah, I gotta get Jonathan Cooper some help.
Yeah, I have Mike Dana.
Let's see. All right, so that he would be my 10th pick. That's first round, 2019. Do we share anything now?
I don't
It's
think
still
so.
that. It's still that
second round.
It's that stupid second round that I'm still like. I'm so willing to let you make that pick from that round.
I'm perfectly fine allowing you to make that pick too. Like,
so I might just start now conducting my draft.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my center here from a round that we do not share. My center's gonna be coming from the 4th round in 2020. It's gonna be Tyler Biadasz.
Yep. Yeah, he was gonna be. Okay, so those are your 2 picks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do believe it is.
All right. Well, I'll need a little bit more time to think about 2020 round 2.
We're both just gonna.
I'm putting that
sucker on the back burner.
Yeah, I'm putting that off. But I am going to go 2020 round number 7, and I'm going to go Dane Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. We're getting exciting now, baby. Dane
Steelers legend.
Isn't he? He's starting on the Panthers right now, right?
Yeah, I mean that ain't saying much about that cornerback room.
Yeah, but I mean he's been around. It's better than who was that other corner that we were starting? That was an absolute crap show.
Sullivan, but he was in the slot. There was Artie Burns a while back. Burns has actually turned it around as like a solid depth player.
No, he's been doing solid. You know what? I'm gonna go to the 6th round of 2020, and I'm just gonna go John Runyon.
Okay, that's solid.
Yeah. All right.
So 7th round, 2020, and then 6th round of 2020. Oh, wow. Yeah, just knocked it out there.
Yeah.
Sean Runyon.
Have I done
was
all
your-
of 2020? No. I still have round 2.
And 3.
I
I think you still have your third. Oh no, yeah, you don't. I forgot. You
I have
got
the
a cushion
Kush. The Kush Bush.
Cannot confirm if there's Bush. Where was what round was
Runyon.
Runyon?
Sixth. Yeah.
6th and
2020.
2020. Golly, I'm writing down too much here. Okay. Guess I kind of want to start making maybe some of my more sexy plays.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, so I'm looking at the first. Should I be looking at the first round? Maybe I go to the 5th round in 2020. What do we got working with the 5th round? Yeah, that's where you took Dana. There's Bryce Hall at corner. I'm sure we could do something offensive. Oh my gosh, maybe not. 5th round 2020. Did I really not take somebody from here?
Wait. Did I just screw myself again?
Man, I might just end up taking my tight end from here. Okay, you know what? I know what I'm doing with this pick. 2021 round 4. I'm gonna go with Ramondre Stevenson.
Stevenson, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Hold up. Did I miscalculate something? I did. Where on planet Earth? What in the hell? I screwed myself.
This is the fun part.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go
Hold
nasty.
Up. Wait, how the hell?
So 2021. All right.
That was good. I have my 19 round 6. I don't know where I put my 19 round 5 in here.
19 round 5?
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't selected it yet, so
you haven't selected anything from 2019 round 5. We shared that one.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Wait,
I'm looking
sure?
like.
No, I took Greenlaw.
I saved my ass right there.
Yeah, because we keep talking about that being the.
Dude, I had 2 5s because I have it like. Okay. My stress level just went down.
Yeah. Oh man. So.
Okay. Holy Toledo. Okay, we're good.
So I did not. 2020 round 5. Did I not take a 2020 round 5? Golly, I don't love 2020 round 5.
Yeah, you.
I mean, I could always take like a slot receiver there and be okay.
Mooney or Osborne, yeah.
So I guess I'm not gonna beat on myself too much for that.
Right.
There are 2021. There are corners. Have you spent your 2021 5th rounder? Oh yeah, you took Hufanga. That's fine.
Yeah, you're looking at Nate Hobbs, Mike Carter.
I'm thinking Mike Carter, and that would solidify.
He's a baller.
I don't make a decision on my safeties right now. You know what?
He's a baller.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with that 2020 3rd round, I guess. Did I already make that selection? Okay, I already took it off my board though. All right, I'm gonna go with Justin Matabuke.
Okay.
Because my edge position's filled, so.
Yeah. I keep thinking about Highsmith, and I was like, oh, right, you didn't do that. You don't have a tight end yet.
I don't.
Who are you going to do for tight end? You might as well tell me. I have my tight end.
I'll find some blocking tight end. I'm literally constructing my team.
Based on how you'd want it?
I'm looking at the positions of value, so to speak.
Okay.
So that would be my 2 picks, Stevenson and Matabuke. So there goes my 3rd round, 2020.
Have you done both of your corners?
No, I just have Dean.
I was going to ask for your advice on which player that you liked more at a certain cornerback position.
I mean, we don't share, like, outside of the 2nd round, 2020.
that's where I'm grabbing my corner. And there's two
Okay.
guys I love, and that's Johnson and Diggs. But I ended up paying freaking $90. By the way, you know those shoes, the like NFL branded ones? NFLshop.com ended up having a sale on theirs, and it's not like $50 for them, it's like $85, but I ended up getting the Bears because they actually had my size. We also call that a middle finger to the IRS because that is a business expense, because we will be talking about them on here. However, I'm going to be going Jalen Johnson, cornerback out of Utah, second round 2020.
Jalen Johnson. Yeah. I'm going to be sure. I was waiting for you to make that pick. I didn't know if I wanted to take Jalen Johnson or Antoine Winfield.
Oh, yeah. No, I already have my safeties.
Yeah. See, that's why I didn't want to touch my safety stuff just yet.
Yeah, you'd force yourself into Winfield. Yeah, Winfield's so good.
Like, they're both. I mean, dude, Jalen Johnson's arguably the best corner in the league.
This is true. But no, I shed a tear when you drafted David Long Jr. because that was
I mean, to be fair, linebackers kind of, again, it's stacked.
Yeah. I should just go Gardner Minshew for quarterback. Do it.
I mean, I put his name down just because I love Uncle Rico.
I know, I did too.
But everyone knows that we ain't spending quarterback pick there.
Right.
So Jalen Johnson was 2020. That's right. That faded 2020. So you got one more pick.
I do. Oh shoot.
I think so. Yeah. Because you.
Right. I went Jalen Johnson. Yeah, I didn't do anything else. Okay. Well, I am just gonna go after someone that's kind of easy to go after. I'm gonna go Deebo Samuel, 2019, round number 2.
Deebo.
I mean,
Samuel.
Can't say no to Deebo.
And that's second round, round 2.
So right now I have Amon-Ra in my slot. Deebo, I'll just be putting on the boundary.
That was 2019, right?
Yeah, 19 round 2.
This might sound crazy to you. I actually had DK Metcalf over him
during the draft cycle, or
no? For this.
See, I have somebody that I like in a potential role that's just like that. Well, I mean, we're just drafting. I mean, if you factor in injury and age and all that stuff, like maybe it'd go somewhere else. But I love Deebo's talent. Same with DK, but
so to compete with your wide receiver core, I'm gonna go in the 2020 first round.
Okay,
and I'm gonna take Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that was like the pick.
Yeah,
I was debating using my wild
card. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're probably going to be using our wild card for our quarterbacks in that round anyway. So.
For Herbert or Burrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. All right, so there was 2020.
Uncle Rico.
2019 fourth round. Do I have a plan for 2019 fourth round? There was Tony Pollard, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, more guards. I still need my left tackle, but I'm probably pulling that from
21.
Yeah, 21. Actually,
there wasn't a lot of depth.
I might call an audible on here.
Go off.
Yeah, maybe I won't.
Do it. Have fun. No balls.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The balls are none of you. Anyway, so what was I talking about? 2019 fourth round.
We don't overlap at any position now, by the way, or any.
Yeah,
spot.
we don't.
So,
I could go with like a slot, but that would move Cameron Curl into my. Okay, you know what? Let's just go to the. Did I pick out of the second round yet in 2020? I'm gonna take Antoine Winfield.
Yeah. Twan.
Okay, so that was actually both my picks.
You went after Antoine and Jay Jettis.
Yeah.
Love that.
See, I love that At least for my draft, it got sexier later on after
Right.
those
Right.
abysmals.
Yeah, I'm gonna be boring for this round. I'm gonna go Will Freeze, whatever the fuck you want to call him. So
I
yeah,
always wonder about that. Like, I always have to take a second. Like, is it freeze or fries?
I just don't even care. It's a
Wow.
bum.
He's fine. He's fine.
No, he's fine,
dude.
He's fine. And then I'm going to get the
what was he? He was 7th round.
2021.
What year again?
2021.
And
then
Joe,
I'm
give me
going
a
to get the
second.
far more boring linebacker out of 19 round 5 in Cole Holcomb. I'm not going to go Blake Cashman. I really like Cole Holcomb.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Yeah, I like Holcomb too. Both coming off injuries.
Yeah.
Or both have injury history. All right, later, bud.
There we go. So we got that in there. My linebacker core is going to be super exciting, if you can't tell.
Yeah. All right. So here, I'm just inputting this right now. You said Cole Holcomb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's your first linebacker.
He is. I can guarantee you the second one is not going to be much more exciting.
And he was that 5th round of 2019?
Correct.
I mean, honestly, if you're not going to be excited at a position, linebacker's kind of the position not to be excited about, you know?
This is true. I mean, they're not ass. These are starting quality linebackers.
Yeah. All right. Let's I'm going to go to 20. I'm going to take a look at the 2021 second round. Golly, a lot of good players.
Yeah.
I do need to figure out who my next corner is. Yeah, holy crap! I need to figure out who my next corner is. I mean, there's a plethora of guys to pick from. Did you say Paul Adebo?
Well, I mean, he's on my list, but
oh, okay. I was like, oh, how'd you know? Yeah, I'm gonna go 3rd round in 2021. Get Paul Adebo.
Yeah. Stanford.
Dude, honestly, he played so well this year.
Dude, that whole entire corner core is really good.
Yeah, and they add Kool-Aid now. Golly, talk about an embarrassment of riches.
I know.
Probably, I'm thinking, are you like going forward? Does that mean you're not going to pay Adebo because, you know, they're in cap hell? Or you're probably likely just getting off Lattimore's contract, right?
I think that's the more likely one.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Okay, so you went Adebo. Did you go and you went Antoine, right?
No. That was my first pick. Antoine was last time.
Gotcha.
All right. So next, I'm looking at this. I was about to say I'm looking at the second round 2021, but I am actually.
Yeah.
Golly, dude. There's a lot of good players.
Too many.
I mean, honestly, I could have just went with Creed Humphrey here.
That was a guy who I was debating with my
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Golly, dude. The interior talent is kind of stacked.
I know.
In that 2021.
Yeah.
So I'm like really just thinking about. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Christian Barmore.
Ooh.
Like, my interior is true sex appeal.
So who's on your interior? You got Barmore, and who's your other people?
Matabuke.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good group right there.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? To flex on yours,
I will say there is a mess in my pants after that.
I'm just happy with any 3 of these guys. So to combat your defensive interior, I'm down to Sexy Dexy, Quinnen Williams, or Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, no, I mean there's a.
I mean, you can't go
wrong.
There's
a ton. Yeah, there's a ton of talent.
You can't go wrong. Jeffrey Simmons, I think, could be the best talent of them all. I got to meet Quinnen Williams in person, so that's cool. So I have a personal connection there. But you said that your defensive interior is sexy. Why not go sexy Dexy and actually make it sexy? We're gonna go Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, that is sexy.
Yeah, we'll go sexy Dexy. D-Law.
All right. That was pick.
Booming. I just got to figure out what the hell I'm
What was that,
doing.
your 14th pick of this? No, that was your 16th pick of this draft, I think. Something like that. I'm just like, so when I go to do the overlay for it,
Yeah,
I have an
it's just easier.
order, and I don't have to even I don't have to go back and listen to us.
All right.
Nope, that was 17. My bad. So that's first round 2019. Yes. I said that out loud sounded with like so much confidence, but I really had no idea.
I feel that. I feel you. All right.
All right, you got one more, bud.
I do? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you just went sexy Dexy.
I did. I'm going to go Khalil Herbert, 6th round.
That's fun.
2021.
I like Khalil.
The moment you took Trey Smith, I was like, all right, well, there goes my running back.
And to be fair, like, I know Elijah Mitchell hasn't really had like his time just because, Christian McCaffrey, but
yeah,
he's a really good backup. Like a really good backup.
He's very solid. Okay, you know what? I'm going to call an audible right there. Okay, I know what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this.
6th round, 2021. Let's take that off the board. Let's let Gojo in because, Gojo gets what Gojo wants.
Gojo gets what...
monster. Did you just walk away? This dude. Ding dong ditch. What a douchebag. Do I still have my first round 2021 laying around?
Yep.
Man. It's really hard not to go with a wide receiver.
I know. That'd be an elite receiving crew. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
AJ.
It's really hard.
Jefferson, Waddle, or Chase. That'd be insane.
Golly, man. I'm thinking about kicking Dean into the slot, maybe? You did it again. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure Dean's played a bit in the slot, but I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to, if he's only been there like 10%, that feels kind of dirty.
Well, I mean, I'm kicking L'Jarius Sneed to the slot.
I mean, to be fair, though, that's where he moves on third downs because they like to play him around the line of scrimmage, and like he's a really good run defender.
Go for it. I will allow it.
Hold on. I just want to. Okay, no, this guy's never playing in the slot. Dang it, dude. I won't allow it. I will take a look at Paulson Adebo.
No, they have the kid from Tennessee.
Yeah, I know, but they've only had him for like what, 2 years? Son of a gun.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think so, Chief. I don't think so because they had Chauncey before that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine because you know what? I think my heart really does want to go receiver here.
Okay, that's a really good receiving crew.
It is, but I still need left tackle. So let me tell you what my initial thought was. Like, I was gonna wild card this round.
Okay.
Or no, I was gonna take not wild card this round, but I was gonna take Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess what would it be? Because do I still have my? Yeah, I already spent a 2020 first round.
Yeah.
On Jefferson, so I was gonna then wild card like Andrew Thomas. That was my initial plan, but it's like dude, I got to come up with something at tackle.
Yeah,
and it's got to be like the first round.
Yep,
it's got to be.
Yep.
So I'm kind of pigeonholing myself into this.
I mean,
like Christian Darrisaw is not a bad, like it's not like it's a bad option.
Yeah,
it's just I'm staring freaking Jamar Chase down the barrel at this point. And it's like, oh.
You already have two of the best receivers in the NFL.
I know, but it's sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna go Christian Darrisaw,
All right.
and I'm gonna be sad about it. That's like, can you imagine
That'd be insane.
just being sad? Like,
Yeah,
guess
I
I'll
know.
take Darrisaw.
I know.
So that would be, I think that was both my selections, right?
Yes.
Who did I select before that?
Oh. Okay, now I'm forgetting.
I don't think I did. I think that was my first selection.
Oh.
I think I just talked a bunch.
Yeah, you just talked about it.
Great. Well, at least my offensive line's taken care of. I ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah.
So do you know my wild card's gonna be? It depends who at this point. Who do I want?
Herbert or Burrow.
Which injury do I want to take? Do I want to take the calf or do I want to take the hand?
See, it would have been cool if you went Jamar Chase and then ended up just going Joe Burrow. And then just didn't have a tackle because that's what Joe Burrow used to.
Yeah. Oh, what? I mean, I still have my 2021. Wait. No, I still have my 2020 for fifth round. I could take Colton McKivitz and hate my life.
This is true.
All right. So let me hurry up and just make a decision here. Okay, all right, I got 2021 fifth round, and there's actually a lot of good players there. I could just go ahead and settle on a safety, maybe.
Okay.
Or a slot corner. I'm looking at the other. I think I need to take my tight end in this round, actually. Because my other pick is a 2019 fourth. And the 2019 fourth is going to be. Yeah, no, I could take a slot player there or a safety. Do you want it, bud? Thank you. Golly, dude, you have no manners. All right. So now that I said that all out loud, I've totally forgot it. I think it's 2021 is where I want to take my tight end. 2019 fourth round. There's actually good safety / slot options. So I guess I'm very just chill there. So I'll go ahead and take my tight end. And I'm going to take Noah Gray.
Okay.
I know it's not sexy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fire.
Hey, that's the heir apparent to Travis Kelce. Excuse you, and not Jared Wiley.
Yeah, it's Jared Wiley. I'll just fire off the bat here. I'll go the last two rounds of 2019. For round 6, I'm gonna go Donovan Wilson, safety, and then in round 7, I'm gonna go Caden Ellis, linebacker.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah, I was actually hoping for Caden Ellis, so I was very happy that it ended up being this way.
We'll
say our entire defense is done.
It's annoying that they have, he spells his name that way.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. Let's see. Your defense is done. So that was what? Who was Caden Ellis and who?
Donovan Wilson.
Donovan Wilson. Dude, you got thumpers at safety.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With Hufanga being like, oh, I didn't know he could move like that.
Well, yeah, the Niners know what they're doing at their DB spots, man.
Yep.
They do.
All right. So this now.
Are these your final two?
And then I finished with the wild card.
Got it.
Or I think I might just straight up
do it.
Take the wild card. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna let you pick. Pick the quarterback, and I'll take the other. Maybe. I don't know, dude. They're both really good.
They are. Roll the dice, man.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Do your first. So I have a wide receiver open. I already know where that's gonna be. Already know. Still haven't decided on which guy I want playing in the slot. Julian Love, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Chauncey's
are fine options. Yeah, but Johnson's been hurt, man. Did he miss most of last season?
Yes, I think didn't he tear his ACL?
Something like that. I'm gonna go Darnell Mooney.
Mooney. All right. Second pick. What are you thinking?
I'm really thinking if I want to take the quarterback, and I mean, dude, I'm so chill with you taking whoever. But am I? I don't know. Part of it's eating me. No. I got a plan. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right. So Mooney was like pick what, like 17,
Fifth round,
18,
2020.
something like that. 5th round, 2021. Love it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Joe Burrow. I gotta reunite him and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
That literally just clicked.
Yeah.
So
I was surprised that you weren't going to do that.
I wasn't even thinking like that until I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Okay. So I have my final 2 picks now, right?
Yes, with one
So-
being the wild card.
I'll go Justin Herbert as my wild card.
Didn't see
Crazy.
that coming.
Didn't see that one coming. Technically, T-Law is a pretty damn good option, but I'm going to still.
Dude, that's kind of cool that your backfield is nothing but Herbert.
That is, yeah. I got Khalil Herbert and Justin Herbert. That's cool.
Make your
And
wide
then
receiver pick.
my final selection is going to be Terry McLaurin, wide receiver, at the Ohio State University.
You had that round available?
Mm-hmm. It was between Deontay Johnson and Terry McLaurin. That's what I was waiting. I was thinking if you're going to go for one of them.
3rd, 2019. That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's actually such a great way to finish it off for you.
There we go.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a really good. Well, I still gotta pick my
You do.
safety / slot.
Yep.
It's not gonna be Terry McLaurin, but
Ah,
tis what it is. That's a really nasty wide receiver core.
yeah. I'm stoked for it.
I like that we both kind of settled for like. Well, obviously your tight end's a bit better than mine, but we didn't go out to get like some of the studs at the position.
Right.
We didn't want to pay for it.
No.
All right. So you know what? I hyped up Julian Love quite a bit. I think he's got better range anyway than Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I honestly think Julian Love's gonna break out this year.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Julian Love, and I'm actually gonna play Cam Curl in my slots.
Okay.
Which honestly, I think that's where he's at his best, but like it's not like he's bad at in the box. So it's like
Okay.
I'm cool with it.
So let's do offense versus offense, defense versus defense.
Yeah, let's hear this sucker out.
I'm going to go from least exciting, which is my offensive line, to my most exciting, which is my skilled
You
positions.
say least exciting is your offensive line. Like your tackle game is disgusting. Dude, honestly, your offensive line is pretty good.
So I got Lloyd Cushenberry, John Runyon, Will Fries or Fries, Tristan Wirfs, and Penny Sewell. You want to go offensive line first?
Yeah, I could do that. I was just looking at something real quick.
You're good.
All right, so my offensive line goes Christian Darrisaw. Sorry, guys, had to settle for Darrisaw. It's not like he's a top 5 tackle in the league.
Yep.
But Christian Darrisaw. Then I got Nick Allegretta at left guard. At center, Tyler Birash. At right guard, I have Trey Smith. And then at right tackle, I have Michael Owenu.
Respectable O-lines for sure.
They're good. They're solid.
I think we both have a crappy guard.
I kind of like yours, which is
I like mine.
a little bit better, just because I really felt like I went on these rounds that I was like, yeah, you know, I don't really like the other players that are available in there, like Allegretti and stuff, and it's like,
I was excited when you
did
took
I really
Allegretti.
gain anything out of that? You know,
Right. I was
Doesn't
excited when
feel
you
like
took
I
him
did.
because I really wanted Caden Ellis. But skilled positions, quarterback Justin Herbert, tight end Pat Fryermuth, running back Khalil Herbert, so the 2 Herberts, and then receiving crew Terry McLaurin and Debo on the outside and Amon-Ra St. Brown on the inside. That's a lot.
All right, so at quarterback, I got Joe Shiesty, Joe Burrow. Running back, Ramondre Stevenson. Wide receivers, I have A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson. In the slot is Darnell Mooney. And then I have Noah Gray at tight end. Don't worry. We're going to look at this like 5 years from now and be like, that was a phenomenal pick. Noah Gray's fine. Like, he's a very solid tight end, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Defense, you want me to lead the way defensively?
Sure.
All right. I'll start with the defensive line going. Nick Bosa, Jonathan Cooper, Justin Metabuke, and Christian Barmore. On a side note, I feel like we're pretty evenly matched. Like, obviously, I think you got the edge a little bit in the wide receiver core. Like, I mean, I say I got the edge of running back, but how much does that matter?
I mean, I think Khalil Herbert's up there, personally, with he competes with Ramondre.
He might be the running back 3 for the Bears this year. They have a really
Bears have a lot of good running backs. Yeah, the Bears have done a good job stacking up talent there. But yeah, Pat Freiermuth. I think
I would give Freiermuth over Noah Gray. I think that's fine. But I mean, your receiving core is Mon-Ra, St. Brown, Debo, and Terry McLaurin. Like,
you have
how much can Justin Jefferson and AJ Brown, who I'd argue is probably
better than all of them,
better than all yours? Amon-Ra St. Brown ain't too far off though. And then
I would say
I don't know. I feel like Darnell Mooney does bring the group down.
Yeah, I would say you have the highest high and the lowest low. I have maybe the higher average just because of the Darnell Mooney effect.
I don't know. Me looking at this, I think I'd rather roll with your offense than mine.
That's just because I have Sewell and Wirfs. You're just excited about that.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I look at those tackles and I'm like, ooh.
I mean, to be fair, you have Owenu and,
Darrisaw. Imagine being sad about that.
I know. It's nuts. Okay. My defensive line, Mike Dana, Max Crosby, and Aleem McNeil and Dexter Lawrence.
I feel like that's so close.
That's it's a good competition.
It literally comes down to like Jonathan Cooper, Mike Dana. Who do you like? Who do you like more?
Yeah, because Nick and Max cancel each other out. Matabuike.
You have the best interior player in Lawrence. Metabuke is like, okay, can he like be that was his come out year this past year? Right. Can he like rekindle that magic? Right. And I'd argue that like Barmore's probably ahead of Aleem McNeil, but like I love Aleem McNeil.
I know.
Like he
just had a really good year too. I think he had like an 88 PFF grade.
I know. It's just these defensive players are ridiculous.
I know.
Like we literally have like a top 10, top 15 like interior players.
Right. At both spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, linebacker, I'll start again. Then I'll let you go with the secondary. Right. Linebacker, I took Dre Greenlaw and David Long.
Yep. I ended up going Cole Holcomb and Caden Ellis. So
I feel like I won that.
Yeah. I don't know about Long being better than my best, but it's pretty far ahead with your high.
I like Long's like should have got paid big when the Dolphins got him for nickels and dimes. I don't even know.
He's still good.
Is he still with us?
He was a guy who I wanted from that round.
Was he on a 1-year deal or was he a 2-year deal?
Long was the guy I wanted.
Thank God it's a 2-year deal. He's still with us.
Long was the guy who I wanted, and then it was Donovan Wilson next. But speaking of going into secondary, you got the safeties is Donovan Wilson and Talanoa Hufanga. In the slot, I have L'Jarius Sneed, and then corners, I have Dane Jackson, and then Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I have my Max Crosby and Mike Dana in the cornerback room.
Yeah, like legitimately, your cornerbacks are like arguably the top 3 corners in football. I really wanted Jalen Johnson too, man, but I was like, man, I'll just let him pick. Maybe he'll go Winfield and then I'll go Johnson.
I was looking at Diggs as well, but he has 2 highs and 2 lows.
Oh yeah, no, for me it was Johnson all the way. If I had to pick between the two. So my my secondary, starting on the outside, I got Paulson Adebo and Jameel Dean. In the slot's going to be Cameron Curl. Then in the safety room, it's Julian Love, Antoine Winfield, and arguably, like Love and Winfield can also play in the slot. So like, there's so much interchangeable. Like,
Right. Okay. So I'm curious before I head out, because I do have to head out soon.
oh yeah,
Let's see what the people think. Who won? You or me? This takes way too long.
Don't get me wrong. CJ Gardner Johnson does have that dog in him. It was a tough decision between him and Julian Love.
They're both.
I just did Seattle's like deep dive a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. For me, Julian Love is probably going to be like, it might sound weird, a breakout player.
Yeah.
But like, I mean he's going to step
game
up into like potentially like that top 10 safety conversation.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I think offense to offense, my big downfall is Will Fries and Khalil Herbert. I think your weaknesses are Noah Gray and then Nick Allegretti.
Dude, I honestly don't even think Noah Gray is that big of a weakness. I feel like Darnell Mooney's a bigger weakness than Noah Gray.
There's that factor.
I think the difference between Noah Gray and Pat Freiermuth isn't as great as the difference of Darnell Mooney and whoever your wide receiver 3 would be among that group. McLaurin or Debo.
I mean, I'm so happy because my receiving crew actually isn't needing Brendan Rice and Romeo Dubs to take up my room with.
And I mean, I look at it, it's like, how much do I really care that I got Ramondre.
Yeah. I mean, what did I get from that round?
Like who else was in that fourth round 20?
Oh wait, no. I got ARSB.
2021. Well, it was Amon-Ra St. Brown, so that's why I couldn't really go there. But like
Mike Carter, Chuba Hubbard, Barnes as well. Those are the guys who I had listed.
Yeah, I had Trey Brown. Which sucks, dude. Like when they give him time, he's really good.
Yeah.
But like Michael Jackson was fairly decent for them last year.
Mm-hmm. Trey Brown was from Oklahoma, right?
Yep, undersized. Everyone thought he was going to play in the slot, me included, and he was like, "No, I could play outside here."
My boy Mark, we got 1 vote so far.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I feel like you started off with those bombs with like Max Crosby. I think the wrong approach was like, okay, let's just take like Nick Allegretti. He's like the only guy in that round, which like
I loved Caden Ellis. Like for me, I love the Ellis family for the most part.
And I didn't even think about like I just looked at linebackers so beefy. Why would I even consider Caden Ellis? You know,
right?
And honestly, Caden Ellis probably ends up being the better get because like offensive line was really beefy.
Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit pissed with Will Freeze, but
you know, the more I think about it, I think I should have just took Trevor. Should maybe take no. Darsaw was the right call there.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just took Gardner Minshew and just
no, that's the highest value position.
Yeah. I do feel like you edged me out. Like me personally, I feel like you edged me out. Like last time we did it,
you did it.
I feel very confident I won that last one. I feel like this one you won.
I'm really happy with how I wasn't happy with my return from last time. This time I'm very happy. Which is funny because I prepared more for the last one than this one.
Isn't that wild, right?
I mean, to be fair, it's because I got lucky getting Caden Ellis in the 7th round. If he was not there, I'd have Myles Gaskin as my running back.
You know, if I'd go back, you know what? I think I know. I see what it was. I should have been more all right. I should have pushed Trey Smith down. I should have been more all right.
Oh no.
No, I should have taken like a Max Crosby or an Amon-Ra St. Brown first.
Was Trey Smith your first pick? No, it was Michael Onwenu.
No, my first pick was Trey Smith.
Oh.
I should have went with Max Crosby or Amon-Ra St. Brown. And
Ah,
even
I
if you
mean,
took Trey Smith, I think I would have been okay with Elijah Mitchell or Khalil Herbert.
right. Well, I mean,
And
yeah,
that would have
okay.
been like, okay, cool. Like then in that 4th round, I could consider
Yeah.
that 4th round would have been Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been happy with Chuba. Like, I wouldn't have been as happy as getting Amon-Ra, but like Chuba would have been my pick.
Yeah,
Then after
Chuba would have
that,
been all right. Yeah.
right, I would have had Trey Smith there. So then my other guard pick, which I'm forgetting where it was from, that round 6 probably would have went like Michael Wayne or something. I don't know. Like
So
I'd figure that one out.
What was Fryer with 2021?
Yeah.
Because I didn't even have him on here.
Like that was the pick. It was him or Colby Parkinson, and then if you took
You know
L'Jarius Sneed
why, dude?
and Kevin Dotson.
I think what it was I probably should have taken I should have went with a guard in that 2nd round 2019.
Really?
Or 2019, 2021, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
debating.
that's probably why I didn't put Freiermuth down. I was like, oh, dude, you could get Creed Humphrey, you could get
Cosme,
Cosme,
Kevin
Dickerson,
Jenkins. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, honestly, if you wanted to go with like Tavai, like Jelani's kind of been really good last couple of years.
Yeah. Or JOK's in there too. But
In that 2nd round of 2019?
2021. We're talking about
yeah. I'm looking at okay, my bad. Yeah, there's JOK, Christian Barmore,
Bolton
Holland.
Warner.
Dude, yeah.
Asante Samuel. Yeah, there's a lot of guys. But I am personally going to bounce. If you want to continue the stream,
that sounds good to me because I'm about to go have dinner. I'm gonna go have dinner and I'm gonna enjoy having intimate time with my wife. That doesn't have to be in a sexual context, by the way. Just saying.
Emotionally intimate, everybody. Get your head out of the gutter.
My wife. Yeah, get your head out of the gutter.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Not saying that it won't lead to that. I'm just saying, I'm a married man. I enjoy the perks of that. But Alex, thank you for joining me tonight.
Of course. Always fun. Happy to do it. Glad that we ended up, or I was able to pull that out of the bag while you ended up stalling everybody.
I thought I was about to have to solo it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I'm just glad that the freaking power hasn't gone out.
Yeah, right? Because I didn't even see your
message.
Your message until minutes, probably seconds before you actually hopped on and joined.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God. So I'm glad. Thank you, Hurricane Barrel, or now Tropical Storm Barrel, for not absolutely.
That's its name, Barrel?
Beryl. Mm-hmm. Don't know the hell is going on with the naming, but who cares?
Golly, dude. They're just going to rehash.
I know.
Say Hurricane Andrew Jr.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. I'm going to peace out. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, all right. Take care. Thank you for joining us.
We love y'all. Take it easy.